Hello, everyone. Welcome tonight. I am T Noodle, joined by Momo with Konatoki doing some great production for us. Tonight, we have the UBC Esports Cascadia Cup brought to you by Metastack and Blob Productions. Momo, I'm so excited to be here. How are you feeling tonight?
Dude, I'm great. Loved Halloween. Had a great Halloween, and now I get to spend the day after doing this. What more can you ask for?
I know, and it's your little. We got a little birthday here, so
little birthday,
happy
boy.
birthday! No, I'm not gonna send that to you guys, but I just scarfed down some Kit Kat. I'm really excited to be watching this bracket, and to break it down for you guys, what this is. It is a 16-team bracket, I believe and it's going to be best of ones all the way through the end, except for the grand final, which is going to be a best of three at some point tomorrow. And yeah, I'm super excited for what comes out from these teams.
Double elimination as well, right?
Yeah, it is double elimination.
Double elimination. There's a lower bracket. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, did I imagine that? No. But who are we watching the first game?
First game today, it's going to be Gaucho Gaming Gold against the Yellow Dragons. We got some bangers that are going to be coming up here. I'm super excited. We're actually watching the bands come through right now.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, I'm super excited for whatever map that is going to be. But real quick, I do want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors. I mentioned them briefly. We do have Metastack, which they're sponsoring us tonight. And it's the one place with all tactical knowledge and tools that you need to gain a competitive advantage for any Counter-Strike 2 player. And give the free beta a try. As well as Blob Productions. They're providing us with these sick graphics, this sweet overlay for tonight, and super excited that they're able to help us out because it is popping right now.
It is. We were very impressed. Thank you so much, both of those sponsors. And map picks. I will give you a hint here. I can see what it is, but I think the first map I saw banned, thankfully, was Ancient. So we are saved for one more game. No
we
Ancient.
We are saved. No Ancient tonight. We don't need none of that tonight.
No, it does look like the first map is going to be Mirage, so I feel like that's the perfect first map to watch. A little warm-up map.
Yeah, I got it. Brown Ancient, we got it.
Brown Ancient. No, it's not. Okay, we're not getting into this.
I just ruined Mirage for you, but you know, like...
No, we love it. But
no, I love Mirage, especially for an open tournament like this. Like open tournaments like this, the ranges of skill levels are all over the place. You have your random group of people, just friends, just trying to goof off, have some fun. It's a Saturday night versus some cracked out advanced teams that just want to pub stomp everybody. And yeah, well, I guess we're gonna have a little bit of everything here. But at the end of the day, everyone knows how to play Mirage, so we should be seeing a way where everyone knows how to play, at least on this first map.
And from what I can see, it looks like these teams should be pretty even. I believe it was the Yellow Dragons who might have a higher face-it rating. Maybe I'm incorrect on that. But two level 10 teams going at it. It's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, that's okay. Face-it rating's fake anyway. So
it really is.
we'll just let it ride, you know. It's like how you pug isn't how you play in a game, but who knows, it could be a game of just pugging it out. So super excited for this game. Believe we're gonna be loading into the server soon, but I think we're just gonna send it over to a break, and we'll see you guys at pistol round. And we are back. We're going into a live game right now. That's 4-2. We were having some technical difficulties. One player was struggling with his BIOS over in the UCSB versus Yellow Dragons game. So we're hopping in with CG Academy versus SFU. And CG Academy is starting here on the CT side. They are with the 4v2 advantage. They have a 5v4 lead going into this round. And yeah.
It's always so weird getting thrown into a middle round like this. This is a very weird pistol round for us, but good push by the CTs.
Yeah, Jimmy really opened it up for them. That's a 5v3 advantage here. And it's looking good for them. Make it a 5v2. Lanson, I don't even know how to pronounce. We're just going to call him Baz. They're here stuck in this 2v5. And just looking to see what they can do. Seeing what they can claw way back into this round for their team.
Yeah, I mean, if you could save these rifles, it would be huge economically. But again, I know you hate T-side saving. It's Inferno, though.
Yeah, T-side saving is never fun because your team can never balance the eco. But it looks like Baz might not even have the chance to do so as Jimmy takes him down. And yeah, it's just going to be Lance last live at this round. He does take out Jimmy. And he's looking for
Spotted.
another, and he's making it a little interesting, but there's only 10 seconds left. However, the bomb is on this balcony. Might be able to slide in there.
Oh, no, it's just too late. Now you gotta survive.
Time.
Wow. If you can get out, especially with an op. Oh,
that hurts.
Talking about the economy. That hurts the economy and the soul after doing all that.
That is going to be very tough for them to start. Speaking of Soul, shout out to Soulmaster for putting this event together. They've been doing good, as well as all the other people in this wonderful UBC Esports community that have put this event together. It seems like a lot of cool things so far. And then me, Momo Konotoki, we're very excited to come on board and put together a production here for you guys.
Yeah, very grateful for the opportunity. So thank you so very much. Now, question is this a tech pause? That's my question.
The round has started, but maybe it is a tech pause. Maybe that
both teams.
Maybe that is a tech pause.
No, hold on. I like the idea that the round started in both teams. Whoever moves first loses.
I saw the time at 150. I was like, maybe it's just 2-minute text is probably what it is.
There we go. Now it looks like we're about to get going.
There we go.
And SFU Apollo working with pistols and a hero rifle here.
Yeah, they really need to get things moving here.
I lied.
We have seen Tech9s do some wonderful damage in the past. Lance does have a deagle. His money is a little low after last round. And they look to put some pressure in apartments here. But no one's going to be home here for CG Academy. They do not want to be up close against these pistols.
Right, those pistols, like you said, could create havoc and could make things very awkward very fast if you play too close to them. Lance is going to hear that rotate and sees the shoulder. Oh. Almost finds the one dig on the disc.
Yeah, look at CG with recognition of the fact that this is an eco round. They're playing so far back. We got 2 pit and 1 playing in Moto. They're playing this very passive. But SFU, they still have only 3 players here. Up towards Apps. And we do see Dig get the kill onto Lance.
Yeah, very nice kill by Dig. So this crossfire is going to maintain as the play towards A is starting to develop. 40 seconds left.
Yeah. Now the noise is coming down. Jimmy gets one. And there's one more player at truck. They're looking to see what they can do. Domek does not get that kill. Legacy and Adacon are going to be the last 2 remaining on SFU. And a nice spray there from Dig. And Adacon just going to be the last player remaining. He's running in from B, but all players from CG Academy are protecting the bomb on the A bomb site.
Yeah, and I believe this is going to be heard now. Ooh, nice shot from Adacon. Just trying to die before the round.
Yeah, does not want an incident like last round that Lance had to go through.
Absolutely not. But now, if you're SFU Apollo, the question is, what do you do? Haven't been able to find much success. Looks like they won the pistol round, but was not able to convert the second. It's been CG Academy all the way since then.
Yeah, I mean, coming to this game late, I'm not really sure how their other rounds have been going, but what I really want to see is aggressive banana control each and every round. That way you're just putting the pressure, not letting CG get any comfort there. But it looks like they're actually going to be trying to move quickly through this middle. That nade might go past all the players on Apollo, but as I say that, that nade actually does do damage. They are locking one player in pit. And he doesn't have
gonna
much
have this
support.
flank timing.
Yeah.
He's just waiting.
And it's going to be a 5v4 advantage here for SFU. They do have 4 players on the A bomb site. The bomb is going to be planted in good positioning. But now they need to get their post plants. We are seeing kills come on board. Disc, Death Star, and Dig looking to make this 3v4 retake happen. But with all that utility, I'm not sure what they're going to be able to make happen.
Yeah, they're going to give it a shot. Good flash. It's going to give him a little bit more space to work with.
Big climbing on board. Disc with a kill. Just trades all going around. And SFU Apollo with that mid rush, they do get the round. 3 on the board for them.
Really well played from Apollo. That was a nice post plant in a round that you desperately needed to win. And yeah, we were both expecting a slow play to develop up mid, but they just took the action right to them and said, you know what, we're going to aim duel it out. And I like it.
Yeah, they just threw caution to the wind. Let's just put this game, throw it right in their face, and sure enough, they did. And now they're going to be looking for a mid pick with that op. However, it is smoked out early.
Now here, they are going to slow things down. It would be huge if they could get some top banana control. That opens the map up so much.
Yeah, it's really tough. Like, I know we saw SFU win the T round earlier, but if you play without banana control, it really makes it tough for you. So I'm glad they're slowly progressing into this round, but I want to see it earlier throughout the rest of these rounds here.
Right, and it looks like it's just going to be a straight up B hit.
Yeah, Death Star is isolated right now. Not able to get any with the MP9, and just spraying through the smoke is Dig.
That does some damage.
So much damage on the Baz, down to 2 HP, but he still does bring the bomb down. I imagine he goes down here, and he does. One player on first orange is here, swings out, gets taken out by Dig. And he's really digging deep as he's looking for a third. And yeah, now 3v3 on this retake. Really on their heels is SFU, but the player in pit making it work. What's gonna be here as Lance planted for him? And Adacon made too much noise, and the defuse comes through for CG.
They were able to get the site relatively easy. They just had to clear out that MP9, but they decided not to play really a post plant with anyone on site. It seemed like everyone was trying to play in that banana position or into church.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. They had a really good opportunity based on the fact that they took that site so cleanly to really get into good post plants. But just too many players went down to Dig on that boost.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Dig was the real hero that round to open that retake back up. We know how tough it was to retake B, but this fast A hit, we've seen before it worked.
Yeah, Dis does big damage there. He does eventually go down, but the advantage still is in the hands of CG. And now just in this mini pit position, it's gonna be on Timmy and Jimmy making the plays here. Jimmy gets one, and stuck in mini pit, Timmy does more damage. Seems like we got a dynamic duo on this name scheme here. Adacon now just in this 1v4, seeing what he can find, and I don't think it's gonna be anything as it's 8-3 CG.
Man, SFU trying to go back to what had success before. CG Academy absolutely ready for it though. Curious if we're gonna see a timeout or anything like that. Nope, the T-Noodle timeout is in effect.
You just got to toughen it out. I mean, they're making the progression. It's really just the mid round after the initial picks. They're getting the positioning they need to, but it seems like on the post plan and after the initial pick, they just kind of scatter and aren't really sure what to do with the rest of the round.
Right, and we talked about how we'd like to see some of that early top and control happen, but it seems like it's just straightforward rushes.
Yeah. Death does go down earlier. Now he's isolated. It's going to be a 4v1 site take here for SFU. This is a good opportunity for them. Dig is completely isolated, but that flash almost helps. But it's going to be Lance taking it away. And bomb's going to be going down. Planted behind the fountain would be for construction. We have 2 constructions on this retake. Jimmy does open it up onto Lance. Spots one new box. Sees another at second oranges. And this could get spicy as he's getting kills. And it's all trades. Domek versus Disc. And Domek has the bomb. Not really planted
for him, yeah.
He's going to have to swing out really tight. But the angle that Disc is playing here is going to be just enough. And it's going to be 9 on the board for CG. What a half from them.
Yeah, 9-3 half. You have to question that plant decision a little bit because you had all your players in Banana and no control of Church, but just trying to get the bomb down safely, maybe wary of the boost up again, and just didn't want to get spammed through a smoke.
Yeah, they had full site control there, and people too. They had enough bodies there to watch the smokes. There's no reason to not plant for Banana there.
I think it's just one of those where the moment was a little too big. You finally got the site. You're about to make it 8-4. All you have to do is get this bomb down and hold out. And you just planted the bomb really without thinking.
Yeah, but CG has looked pretty strong so far this game. If production can flip the names on the screen here for us as we get into this pistol round. It's going to be a sight hold from Baz here on A. Unable to connect. It's going to be Timmy opening it up. But Legacy gets a kill there. And yeah, this is going to be a good post plant situation here for Academy.
SFU just trying to open anything up, trying to take down that chicken and miss shot there. Maybe you don't go for it. If you can't hit the chicken standing still, surely you're not going to hit Timmy.
It's really hard to say, but I mean, CG Academy, they're just lighting up this series. They are in a 10-3 lead. And bear in mind, the HUD is going to be flip-flop for the next couple minutes here as the game does progress. But it is CG Academy in the lead right now at 10-3. And they are just absolutely tearing it up.
Can't believe I said Timma, by the way.
Yeah,
I just read it as South Park.
I said Timmer.
But I didn't want to hit it like that.
That one really came from my soul right there, dude.
Exactly. So it got sucked somewhere in the middle and a Timma came out. But CG Academy looking like they're going to open it up towards the A side. But once again, they have somewhat of a top banana control. And this gamble B stack is not going to work out for the SFU Academy Apollo. See, now I'm getting them all mixed up.
Okay. Yeah, this stack on the B, they just want to see if they can get anything going. And it's going to be a little bait here from Death Star. But here we go. The site take is in full effect. And that bomb should be going down very soon.
And I mean, CG has had just the more complete play style. They've probed a lot more in their CT rounds. We saw them get aggressive.
Yeah, it's just been a good game from them so far. I mean, what we saw coming into this game late on that CT side, and we're seeing much of the same here coming from CG. And now he has SFU Apollo versus SFU Apollo.
Hold on, that's progress.
Going to the HUD. And yeah, it's going to be 11 on the board. CG Academy is taking the lead here.
I just want to say, I thought Legacy hit that. I was like, there's no way.
And there we go. Now it's fixed. Shout out to the GOAT Soul Master, keeping it real for us, keeping it 100. And we're going here into round number 15. CG Academy are in the lead, 11-3, and they're just showing why they're going to be a force here in this UBC Esports tournament.
Yeah, this is really your last chance if you want to do anything. If you're SFU Apollo, last chance you're going to have really any guns.
CG looks to be playing this round out a little bit slow. They haven't taken banana control, as we talked about, but I think they're kind of just going to be waiting on this smoke, and they're going to start slowly progressing with some utility.
Yeah, they were spamming that smoke, teasing the banana control, and I don't like that SFU Apollo is just going to give them top banana for nothing. Those mollies would make it, so you have to.
Yeah, I'm loving this map control that's going on from CG. A nice little opening pick from Baz, but Dis trades him out. And as we know, trades are always the advantage of the T side. Especially when the utility is so low. We only got 3 flashbangs on board for SFU for the rest of this round. There's still 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, with them looking like they're going to go mid to A, Legacy is going to have to be the hero here. Legacy not even wanting to contest the mid beast, going right back to site to group up with his teammate.
Yeah, this one player in apps might make things interesting. That's a good initial shot there from Legacy. And now it's going to be a 3v3. Atacon with that nice pick. And he can just wait for his teammates here and just retake this together in that 3v2 advantage. The positioning here, the post plants are not going to be good here for CG. And we're seeing Lance go on the score. They get him. And now it's just only one player remaining. It's going to be Disc. And in this 1v2. And no, he swings out a little bit too far. And Donic gets the final kill. And it's going to be 12-3 for CG. Or SFU. I had him flip flop.
Yes. Now you're flip flopping them, but SFU. That was a really well played retake. Keeping that apartment's control and just playing off your teammates. I hope to see more from that, because if they keep playing like that, then they have definitely the potential to win more rounds against CG.
Yeah, I was that player in apartments that got that initial pick, and then falling back, waiting for that full retake was just great. Just not committing, and then the rest of the round, I mean, you saw it. They just traded out the remaining players. And now, once again, aggressive apps control coming in from Baz, but there's going to be 2 players, but it doesn't matter. However, it kind of does, as he's only good for 1. It is a dink, but it's still.
You saw the dink. You jinxed it. As soon as you saw the dink, you said it didn't matter. It absolutely does.
Yeah. But Tima and Jimma are still in this game. Anything can happen, but just takes out Atacon, just sending him to the grave.
Yeah, sitting on the 18-8. He is cooking right now. But OG Legacy able to find Jimmy.
Hey, there you go.
So now we just have Timmy. But
here we are getting Senna and Banana as we are in a 3v3. And CG Academy does look to take some space here. And 2 players from SFU are still on A. So it's going to be a very tough hold here for Lance. However, we have seen him make some big plays. And that Util's going to be important, but he is spotted out. And now this is going to be very tough for this retake to make possible.
Yeah, you cannot save this. You have to go for it. You don't have the rounds to save it. One of the players are super low, but
no, they're safe.
SFU does not look interested. And it's going to be CG Academy taking match point. Man, you have to go for this, man.
I don't know. It's a 3v2 post plant, and the fact that they were all the way on the A bomb site, you're looking at like so much control. It's gonna take you a good like 12 seconds to get to the site, and you have no idea where all those players are going to be.
Yeah, but they were in CT when the bomb was going down, and you know that one of the players was dinked previously.
There's just not enough time.
I mean, it's a decision. They were in CT. They had time. They were in CT before the bomb planted. Especially
no time to find the players.
They had the time.
You salt that away. It should take about like 10 seconds to find each player.
Yeah, but that's time that you have.
Nah.
You have kids. It takes 5 seconds to defuse the bomb.
Nah. I don't buy it. CG's just cooking right now. Their post plants are cooking, and yeah, we're looking at this round. Lance with an op. Wanted to peek down mid, and there is mid presence there. They are blowing the smoke, but is unable to find anybody.
Yeah, we've talked about it previously, how hard the op can be to activate on T side. But now you really don't have the rounds to get it activated. If you're SFU Apollo, you need that op to be hitting.
Oh, and speaking of hitting, Lance misses the shot there.
Well, it hits the wall,
Jimmy
actually.
Creeping into the apartments. And yeah, they're just playing these defaults out well. I'd like to see a little bit more noise here so they can bait out some utility. And I believe Dig is just going to do just that. Might see a little bit of a reaction here come out from SFU.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that they're actually going to go for this at all, but just trying to see what they can find.
There are 3 players here from CG Academy, but there's also 3 players here from SFU. This could get very ugly for CG if they're going to progress into this, because I don't know if they're going to be ready for this snack.
Yeah, they're pulling their A players.
Oh, don't you fall off that Atacon. You are in a prime position here.
But right over the A players come in. Okay, it looks like we're just lining up with smoke. I thought Death Star was going to try to weasel away with the bomb.
And now we're seeing the full exit come in. The utility, there's still a lot of it here. Force of you, we're seeing 2 digs from that FU9. It's a good spray, it's good. But Jimmy and Disc make the trades happen, but they're not going to be ready. This is what I'm talking about for 3 on there. But a good flick from Death Star makes this round really interesting. 2v2, and the advantage here now is on CG. They do have a kit on Lance, but man, he is the last alive now with that op. And he has to save his team here. 1v2. 8 and 15. You want to make this 10 and 15. He's going to have to find them, though. He's going to see one on top of the spools. A nice flick. He's looking. He's hunting. The bomb is ticking. And he can't find the kill. Disc gets in. CJ Academy get 13, and they advance.
Yeah, really well played from CG. I mean, if you look at Disc, wow. 135 ADR. 21 and 8.
Yeah, I mean, he just tore it up that game, and it's kind of funny. I mean, we came in a little bit late to that game, and we could clearly see that CG Academy was just tearing it up. They looked good, they looked polished, but at the same time, even though it was 13 and 4, a lot of these rounds were kind of close.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, SFU Apollo, they definitely had their moments. We saw them with the great retake. I just feel like if they were able to get it going a little bit sooner, this game could have swung the other way. But whenever you get the ball rolling like that and you have a rough T side, it's really hard to bounce back on CT.
Yeah, well, that was a really good game. We're going to be very shortly, we're going to be looking at the game MVP. And yeah, as you talked about it, it's Disc. 128 hour, 2.5 KD, and yeah, just 20 and 8 on that map. What a beast.
Yeah, he was every round just a force to be reckoned with. It was, I mean, he had a lot of supporting players. Don't get me wrong, but Disc was definitely the one that was opening up these bomb sites and shutting down the retakes, I'd say.
Yeah, and it's not just that. I mean, you said it. He had the support. There was the mid rounds, especially when they were on T side, were just so good because how they were able to just pause and maneuver around that map. They had the apps control the whole time, and then by 30 seconds in, they had full banana control, and it just really did not give a lot of space for SFU to function on their CT side. Because when you really break it down on how CT side is supposed to be played, you got to have that push and pull. If you're losing banana, you have to have your brackets control. You have to have a little bit of apps presence. If you don't have apps or bracket control, you got to be in charge of full banana. And that just went to the side of T's on both sides of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. It was really just the CG show. We said that the rounds were close, and they were, but like you said, taking the space, it looked like CG was a little bit more familiar with how they wanted to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. But we are going to be sending it to a break very shortly. Quick little shout out to our sponsors, Metastack and Blob Productions. They really helped us put this event together. And we're going to send it to a break now very quickly as we look to get the next match in the tournament for you guys. Stay tuned. And we are back here in the pistol round. We have Gaucho Gaming Gold from UC Santa Barbara going against the Yellow Dragons. We are popping in just at the end of halftime. This was the original game that we planned on streaming earlier, but with the technical difficulties, shout out to the BIOS of one of the players. Yeah, but here we are today. 7-6 game. It's really close.
And I think the names are flip-flopped again. The Gaucho has 7, Yellow Dragon 6. I do believe. Yes, I am correct.
Yes, you are correct here. Bit of love to my local California team here in the Gauchos. And we are seeing a lot of kills here come on board for the Yellow Dragons.
Yeah, I'm really hoping Yellow Dragons. What a clean round from them. I'm hoping they can pull back into this one just to make you a little more disappointed than you were. A T-Noodle hater.
T-Noodle hater. That's
T-Noodle
so tragic. But yeah, it's going to be a 7-7 game going into this round number 15. The rounds did start off well on that CT side for the Yellow Dragons. But now let's see what UC Santa Barbara is able to do with their T side here as they look to take aggressive mid control early on.
Yeah, those 2 rounds were just so fast rushes. I do like the mid control whenever you actually have guns now.
Yeah, it's really great to see. They're just kind of spacing this out. Little Monkey is hiding over here on ladder. He does get a nice kill onto Sir Knight. G9 does get Armada, but Rhinosaurus really sticking it to him from behind. And now it's only going to be 2 players left on either side. And we are seeing the sprays from bottom con hitting the top con, but the A site is for the taken, and it's going to be planted for CT.
Yeah, this is still definitely winnable.
Yes, it is. Fuzzy 2K is the bomb planner. That is the only player that they know where he is. If he can do anything, and he does, somehow staying alive on this site, he is the difference maker here. He is the X factor. Bubby Killer has to make it work. He gets 1, but now he has to find out where this other player is. It is planted for CT. He does know it has to be, and he's going to start sticking it through that smoke and spray away. This is your chance to make a play. Lupus gets the kill, and Gaucho Gaming takes the lead.
Man, I was worried whenever that smoke came down, but Lupus, being smarter than I am, decided to swing a little bit wider than I would have. I would have just sprayed in that smoke for about 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
I feel you on that. Like there are times where I just say, "Yep, smoke's up. GG guys, I'm gonna go save and B site because I'm not hitting that shot."
But I do want to just look at. It looks like, yeah, Fuzzy 2K. I mean, he's 19-7.
Yeah, he should not have been able to stay alive there, let alone get a kill. And yeah, he was really the hero of that round. And this round, seeing Rhino be a little rowdy as he comes up through connector, and this push coming in from both connector and A main is doing some damage as the mid control just rings true here for Gaucho Gaming.
Yeah, with that, you just want to get the op out of here as quickly as possible. Don't risk it.
That flash made it ugly. But
The peek never
LFOco.
hurt nobody. And now he's gonna get swarmed on.
Yeah, Rhino, I want to see him jump, and he gets the kill. 9 rounds for UC Santa Barbara.
And even that round, we saw the impact that Fuzzy had, getting the entry, and then Rhino stealing his kill on stairs. And he's just been, it's been the Fuzzy show, I guess. I know we're just tuning into this one, but 20-7 is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, apparently it has been. I mean, really, who impressed me this round was Rhino being the little freak running down mid and somehow was up connector within like 12 seconds into that round.
You cannot call him a freak. This is just going to be a slaughter middle. Rhino being more of a freak.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. He's just swinging that big thing around. And yeah, now we have Little Monkey and G9 as the last 2 players remaining for Yellow Dragons. Sweet logo, by the way, but Rhino wants to get close, and he somehow survives after missing the no-scope.
Yeah, it hit. It did some damage, and he just had to finish him off with the Rhino horn, and I heard a text chat. I'm sure he was just as surprised. It's going to be Fuzzy, so both players that we've mentioned did all the work that round.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an eco round. It was just a little bit of an eco rush here coming in from Yellow Dragons. But yeah, Gaucho Gaming so far on this T side for them, they have looked really good, really strong, and I'm just loving how they are just taking control of middle and just making Yellow Dragons feel completely uncomfortable on that side of the map.
I'm still trying to get a whole timeline of this game, but it looks like this has been pretty consistent. Yellow Dragons winning both pistol rounds, but once Gaucho is awarded their weaponry, they are so hard to beat.
Yeah, and that smoke to cut off connector is going to make it really awkward here for Yellow Dragons to do anything. We are seeing Fuzzy. He is moving up catwalk. There are 2 players remaining on this B site. Yeah, they might just stall a little bit with this control, but G9 and LaFoco get kills, but there's trades back and forth. It's 3v3 now.
Mata gets that from beyond the grave.
10 out of 10 Molly coming in there from the Gauchos. Fuzzy opening up the B site. G9 gets a dink, but that's not good enough as it's 11 on the board for the Gauchos.
Yeah, from a half that was somewhat close. I mean, they even equalized. It's just been 4 quick rounds for the Gaucho. The Yellow Dragons need to respond.
Yeah, they need to, but their money is saying, hold on a minute, we might not be able to. As they have an MP9, an XM, and 3 pistols.
Where do you take that XM at on this map? There's, I guess, a couple spots I could see it maybe working, but it's such a risky buy. Just buy a 5.7. That gun's broken.
Well, he is right now jump spotting in apartments with it. And if they do decide to go B, which we haven't seen them go yet, it will do some serious damage.
They were going to go B that last round through mid, but yeah, no. And they got a couple players lurking over it, and Molly's and Execute's actually going to be coming out.
Well, that's crazy. I might have just jinxed it. Bubby Killer is going to have an opportunity, but Armada with a nice headshot onto Bubble Killer.
Rhino, wow. It's just going so fast. As soon as the ball gets rolling for Gaucho, it does not stop until everyone is dead.
Felt like he just hit him with a little whack-a-mole when he came out that window. Just like kind of peeked out and just smacked him immediately as he saw.
He did, and what's so rough is he saw the elbow peek out the window, and then they made the decision to leave, so he was licking his lips. He saw the elbow thinking he was going to get one, and the only thing he got was a bullet to the head.
Yeah, and once again, I mean, you were saying it looked a little closer than it was, but other than those pistol rounds, this has just been all Gaucho Gaming this whole map. And just running through the volley. He doesn't even care. And that might be bad for them as it's a 4v3 advantage now for Yellow Dragons. Might have given them the gap that they needed. But now that there's a gap in Little Monkey's head as he gets taken down by Lupus, and he's even going more aggressive. He's pushing that MP9 way back.
Yeah, I mean, they have the rounds to play with here, and they're just trying to take all the space that they can. They don't care where it is.
And now it's just going to be G9S as the last player alive. He is in CT. He's trying to stop the plant, but the spray is not good. And it's 13-7. Gaucho Gaming Gold absolutely slaughtered this map after we thought it was going to be quite a little bit closer.
Yeah, another, I mean, 2-star performers, Fuzzy and Rhino. Either one of them could have carried their team, but whenever they're both on the same team, you get a rampage.
But that is crazy. 21 round game, and my guy right there has 26 kills. He did not care about this game. He just kept holding W. We saw it on the last map. This guy jumped from Tetris on the stairs through the molly. I mean, he died. He didn't do anything with it, but it just shows how much confidence he had.
And so it's going to be Gaucho who's going to advance. And let's take a look at this bracket really quick. I do want to say, good pistol round. Good second round. But man, Gaucho just able to take control completely on the gun rounds.
They have been very good. And I mean, I'm sure, I mean, we already highlighted it, but I'm sure Fuzzy is going to be the one who is labeled as the MVP of that game.
We might jump to quick break, but it looks like our next game we are going to go to is going to be Rain Above versus CG Academy. CG Academy taking the pistol round off Rain Above, who's an advanced team. The map's going to be on Nuke, so just bear with us one moment while we get everything swapped over to there.
We are loading into this 1-1 game. Right now on the T side, we do have Rain Above, an advanced team, going against CG Academy. And taking the pistol round actually was CG Academy, but on that on that eco round there, it was Rain Above, rising above and taking that round.
Yeah, I imagine it was somewhat of a forest buy that they were able to convert off of, but maybe not, because these guys are crazy. But Disc, who popped off last game that we watched moments ago, trying to be the hero against this advanced team.
Yeah, we're just seeing lots of kills. Cobalt, I see him come alive. Last time I saw this guy play, he does get 2 kills, but Death Star gets him. And now just in 1v2, Colin's the last player alive, and he actually goes down. It's punching back and forth, 1-1-1, and now CG Academy are going to have the lead.
Yeah, names are mixed up. We're working on it. But there's a couple of players to watch here. We got the pleasure of watching Rain Above, a lot of Rain Above, 3 maps worth, all going 11 and 13 over on the Foxtrot streams. And I think we could both say the big name to watch for them, Say You Will, is an absolutely crazy opper.
He's a crazy opper, but the one who ended up closing it out for them was Cobalt, who started the series 0-8, but was still one of the best fraggers throughout the rest of the series.
Man.
And they still do not have a jersey for him in his profile pictures. I just want to point that out.
Get that man a jersey, please.
Yes, he does deserve it. But now we are seeing 2v1 or 2-1 lead here for CG Academy as we look to get the HUD fixed for you guys shortly. It's going to be Disc playing behind this box, and they're passing by, but Sarah does take out Disc. And oh, we might be able to see another punch back and forth here as they have the man advantage here on their side. But Timmy gets a nice kill on a Swayu.
Man, Timmy coming alive these early rounds.
Got some big moments possibly in this round. It's a 4-4. Both these teams seem to be punching very strong right now. And Bomb's going to be playing it over there for Heaven. This might be a rough retake as Say You Will does take out Death Star. All three CT players going to be coming in from Squeaky. They started off with a kill on the call-in, but Cobalt with a nice transfer gets 2, and Say You Will says goodbye to Dig, and it's 2-2.
Dude, we have the reverse curse going on right now. Any player that we mention just pops off the very next round we mention them.
Yeah, I mean, we did see Jimmy tearing it up last game. We spectated him. So maybe.
Now, it's going to be all rifles for Rain Above. And they're such a hard team to stop. Especially with the weaponry that you have on the CT side right now for CG Academy.
Yeah, I mean, their economy just keeps getting reset, and if they lose here, it's going to be a real rough streak there that they're going to be stuck on. But Death Star actually opens it up, but Colin and Sarah getting kills back and forth. 4v3 advantage. Timmy has the M4 for the CT side. He has the big weaponry. He gets one. There's a player close. I don't think he's ready. And now it's just going to be Dig as the last man alive for CG Academy.
And we've seen Dig pop off, but it's usually on top of a teammate's head. And now he just stands alone with the worst knife I think I've ever seen.
Oh, he doesn't need to look at that knife as he takes that AK out and takes down Swayu. That nade bringing him Dig down to 69. Nice. And now it's a 1v2 as he looks to get this defuse off.
No, there's no way. He's going to have to go back and save. And to be honest, I thought you were saying nice because he used Dig in a pun. Once again, I'm going to keep track. 3 strikes and you're out. That's the second time.
No,
I really thought he was going to dig deep that round and try to find
You got to put that Rust Coat disrespect out of here, dude.
Dude, no, I love it. That is
good. That was my first knife was a flip knife Rust Coat. Love that thing.
Well, hold on. See, now that's really ugly. He's got 2 others. He's got the worst knife on the worst skin, so it's like ironic. You just unboxed a bad knife. Or
Dude,
bought a bad knife.
Flip knife was the worst skin back then. Well, other than Gut. I think Gut is still the ugliest, but, you know.
No, Paracord is 100% worse.
Okay, but that wasn't around back then, all right? I'm a boomer. You got to keep that one in mind.
All right,
yeah.
Look.
Say you won't
on the top
of
of
this marshmallow. And yeah, takes down Disc. And yeah, I think they were looking to hop onto roof there.
That was actually the bottom booster player, I believe.
Yeah, just straight up Goomba stomped him. And now Dig just gets
Goomba
shot
stomp.
from above as Cobalt drop kicks him.
Cobalt just drop kicking everything that stands in his way. This A site is going to be free for the taking. Just Jimmy up in heaven with a USP.
He might be able to sneak out. There's no support now. They hear him. He made a little too much noise, and I'm thinking we're going to see a pump. Needs come up.
Ooh, that kind of hurt a little bit. Gonna be honest. It's Jimmy and Timmy looking a little lost.
Jimmy got hit so hard, Timmy started shaking. That's what I saw right there.
Man, the 2 brothers from Albania.
I don't know where we got that from, but you know.
Since we don't have media sheets, I'm just gonna make stuff up about the players.
Okay.
I hope they don't mind. But Timmy getting shot in the back from who was it? Swayu?
Yeah, it was Swayu. This game so far, I mean, those first 4 rounds, it was just back and forth where CG, then Rain, then CG, then Rain. But Rain looks to be taking a little bit of control here as they have won the last 3 in a row. I would think that they're one of the teams to beat going into this this tournament here.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if they can start playing with a little bit more confidence here as Cobalt once again is going to be jumping up on top of Mini.
It's just going to be a lot of outside control from right above. Timmy immediately just going to get mollied. As you can see, right above's timing. They have such a good sense for the game and positions.
Yeah, I was really excited about Timmy potentially pushing up there. I thought he might catch a timing, but that was a well-timed molly there from Rain above. And now we're going to be seeing 4 players from Squeaky, or heading down into Secret. And Swayu opens it up onto Jimmy on the other side of the map. And yeah, this B hit is definitely coming to fruition.
And it's just going to be Timmy here at single. Going to have a lot of people to shoot once that bomb starts going down. Right above, not leaving any angle unchecked before they even go for the plant. Say you will, going to be finding dig.
And that's actually going to reposition this plant. He might swing out. He does. I don't know how much that helps. Is it still going to be a 3v2 advantage? Is it just a 1-for-1? But that does give you a little bit more time to play with. That nade, not quite close enough to take out Sayulo's low HP. But there, Death Star coming up. Completely distracted. You are right. Now it's Cersera and Say You Will. Cersera stuck alone. Now in a 1v1. Death Star going against Say You Will. Say You Will has no HP. As the bomb is planted in a good position for Say You Will to peek out. And I don't think he's going to have to overcommit. But he does. He spotted out. That flash is going to come. But that defuse needs to come faster. And no, Say You Will is playing this so well. He does get the kill, but the time, it's getting so close. But I think Death Star might just have the round.
Man, last second, I thought Say You Will was just going to take the mind game. But Death Star taking the action to Say You Will.
Yeah, I mean, Say You Will with, dude, he had like a mustache length of HP left, and he just went down like so fast. He did as best as he could.
No, hey, it was really well played, and now he's not joking around anymore. He's done the AK long enough. He's whipping out the op. Man, he is such a fun player to watch with it.
Yeah, if he's anything what we saw the other night, we are in for a show.
So far, CG Academy have surprised me. I want to be honest. I thought it was going to be Rain above just running away with this all the way.
But it's not. I love seeing good games. A nice kill from Disc, but Colin does trade him out. And now Swayu, very close with Death Star. He gets one and gets a slap down onto Dig. And now 4v2, and that op has not even had to come into play yet for Rain above.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. Swayu didn't even take a point of damage with 2 players right in his face. Now it's just going to be our 2 lovers, Timmy and Jimmy. They come from Norwegian royalty.
That is wild here, but Swayu going to be looking to pick out, and one of the brothers do go down, and now it's just going to be Timmy left at the bottom of this vent. He's not even climbing up, not trying to avenge his friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's so distraught whenever you lose someone that close, but right above do have to grab the bomb and plant it. And I think that's going to be the hardest challenge that they face this round.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he was going to eat another one. Poor Timmy's getting mollied everywhere he goes.
Yeah, Timmy's just in his Discord saying, guys, they know where I'm at right now. I'm so scared.
You know, I think that's actually a really fun difference probably to look at with these teams. CG Academy probably is in Discord, while Rain Above's those TeamSpeak chads is Cersera gonna be ending Timmy's life. He can join Jimmy in the afterlife.
Yeah, Rain Above Looking good now. Like we said, we thought it was going to be Rain Above running away with it. CG Academy has made this very respectable, and they have had a lot of good duels this game. So I'm not going to count them out yet, but Rain Above definitely look like they're coming online now.
Yeah, and especially with an eco round, this goes the way I think it will. It's going to be 6-3 for Rain Above. We have to see it. Say you will. A rare miss from him. Some people touching in the smoke.
Oh, speaking of touching, so Sarah gets 4 CT players with that 1 AK spray. He wants that ace. The Tig is running away. He's scurrying away, and Say You Will takes him down with that op.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see the first ace of the tournament. Say You Will decides that he wants his op to come online. And there it is, the timeout coming in from CG Academy. I absolutely agree with the decision to take a timeout here. As we look at the scores, I mean, it's Sarah leading the way for Rain Above.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw these guys play from Rain Above, it seemed like every single player had those moments. But let's flip it to the side of CG Academy. We only saw them a little bit in the previous round, and it was Disc. It was Jimmy. They were all had quite a bit of moments. But yeah, it was just Disc tearing it up that whole series. And right now, he's only sitting at 3-9.
Yeah, Disc was the MVP from last game. Currently, it's all on Timmy. 7-8, just trying to breathe hope into the CG Academy.
He is picking up that op this round.
Yeah, which we really didn't see him. I mean, he had the op some rounds on Inferno, but those Inferno rounds were so fast. As Disc takes down Cobalt, trying to get online himself, finds another, and Dig finding 2 with MP9, and this round has been turned on its head. As Swayu, last one surviving.
Yeah, Swayu might be good for some because he's in such an awkward spot. I don't think anyone's going to expect him, but yeah, it's just such a good round there from CG. And actually, no, it's a good timing as Death Star sees him just as Swayu found one of his friends.
Whenever we were starting to count him out, Disc finding those 2 crucial kills, Dig finding the 2 kills in Hut. Really well played. And we talked about the aggression that they showed a little bit on their CT sides on Inferno. I really like the aggressive Hut control that they went for.
Yeah, you do love to see that as they went really aggro, and it was the garage also passiveness when Cobalt tried going aggro there. But actually, it's Sarah taking out Disc as Disc tries to get a little bit close to that red box. And they're scurrying down Secret. That's 2 players down right away.
Yeah, the pace on this is so good for Rain Above. We've seen them play slow and methodical, and now they're just running down Secret. But Dig finding Sarah, but it doesn't even matter. As Colin and Swayu find one of their own. Oh, more toes you can talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it was just good picks all around. It forced the B-Ramp player to drop, and that allowed the trophy guy to activate and peek into, which allowed the Heaven guy to go down as well. And my goodness, wow. Swayu playing with that swagoo, as they like to talk about. 7-4, Rain Above.
No, as you like to talk about it, yes. Don't say as we. Don't let me. No, like hold on. I have never thrown. You were the one that kept mentioning the swagoo, Swayu.
No, you were talking about how you were all dripped out today, dripping that swagoo on your birthday.
Okay.
That was literally the good morning text I got from you.
I forgot. How could I be so blind? Call me a liar on my birthday.
There we go. You. That's your present. And now, speaking of presents, Say You Will delivers a bullet right to the body of Timmy. And now Death Star on it. He's going to try to get a little aggro in Squeaky. Swayu eats all of that nade. Down to 49 HP.
The flick Death Star just had, knowing that the timing could have been there, and it absolutely was.
Oh, the
Colin
timing!
With his pants down, though. Colin somehow stays alive.
But it's only 2 players alive and still 5 alive for Rain Above. Disc and Dig want to try to bring it back into this round, but See You Will somehow takes out Disc when he's running completely to the left. And Swayu taking out Dig. It's 8-4 at the half. Rain Above are tearing it up.
Yeah, I mean, they did that on T side. It's going to be so hard for CG Academy to get rolling on on T side swapping over. But you just got to come with the same swagger that you did, the same aggressive plays, and try to put up as many rounds as possible. It is fair to mention that Reign Above next week will be competing in a pretty big LAN, using this tournament as a little bit of a warm-up, a tune-up tournament. I believe this is a tech pause.
I believe it is.
Where are we? What are we doing?
This angle is trippy.
This is wild.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster, dude. Just about to go over the edge.
Hands up, T-Noodle. We're going.
Nah, that was straight up a roller coaster angle, dude. That was crazy.
Some awesome stuff so far as we're about to continue into this next pistol round. What does CG Academy have that could surprise Reign Above?
Yeah, I mean, CG Academy are going to have to make some magic happen. And speaking of magic, you can join a raffle. Soulmaster House put it in the chat here for Twitch. Make sure to join that next 5 minutes to join that raffle. And CG Academy is also going to want to join that raffle as they need some type of lottery to win this round. And somehow, Sir Sarah, he actually won the lottery himself as he gets 2 pieces through the smoke. Say You Will joins the fray, and now Timmy looking to get some trades, but this is really ugly there for CG Academy.
And I don't even want to say it was really ugly. It was just so pretty from Sir Sarah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was, I mean, dude, buy a lottery ticket, Sir Sarah, because you're cooking with all that luck today.
Man, we talked about just how much these guys know the map and the timings. There's another timeout coming in from CG Academy. What do you do whenever you're getting shut down like that? As you can see, Jimmy not sitting pretty at 2-11. Jimmy. I feel like all these Reign Above guys are hitting. Are we allowed to join that raffle?
I don't know. I want to win. What are we winning?
I don't know. Let's join it.
I think we're allowed to.
We can be winning, and then we can give like a post-game raffle win.
Oh, we got confirmation from Soulmaster. All right, he did say we are allowed to enter, and he also did say that we are rigging it for me to win. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to put that one publicly, but I do appreciate that he did.
Yeah. And here we are. Cobalt played aggro with that MP9 and somehow slides all the way back onto the rooftop. But nobody's home there. That was crazy. Like a damn slip and slide. But Death Eater, mad at his teammate, takes down Disc.
Yeah, just decides to trade it out for them. More team damage coming in. I think he shot another teammate.
I love this Tech 9, though, from Jimmy. Cobalt does get one and Colin another. But now it's just going to be a 2v2 and a post plant. This actually looks pretty good for CG. They have the positioning. Cobalt's going to have to clear this out, but he only has an MP9, but that's all you need. And now just in the vent, it's going to be hiding around Death Star. He has an MP9. He's believing the power of the Complexity Counter-Strike team, but it's not going to be enough because they're gone, and so is he. 10 on the board for Reign Above.
I was going to say, our graphics a little screwed up there. It says Death Star doesn't have a kill this round, but we did see him murder a teammate, so... Add one to the scoreboard. What should my name be for this raffle?
Mo money, mo problems.
Mo money, mo problems. I cannot make it that long. I'm just gonna go with Momo.
All right, I went with nude, so yeah. Here we are, 10-4. We are in round number 15. The T side for CG Academy. They need to come online.
What am I hearing? Oh, the raffle makes noise. I was like, Kono, we're playing we're playing music on the stream, but no, we're not.
Here we are. Say you will with a little bit of info plays. He does get shot in the back. Cercero does take out Dig outside. And yeah, this is rough here.
It's Cobalt picks up Timmy with the help of Cercero, who's been so dominant this map.
Yeah, I really don't know how Jimmy and Disc and Death Star, I don't know how they're supposed to progress on this map. Like, the whole name of the game of Counter-Strike is you want to try to get your map control as much as you can. But Reign Above have just made this so suffocating. And we are having the HUD. It was flipped at halftime, but it looks like it got flipped again. But Sway Yu and Cercero closing out that round for Reign Above. They have an 11-4 lead.
Yeah, the only way that this score would be correct would be in Timmy's dreams. But right now, it's going to be Reign Above just putting the pedal on the floor, you could say. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Domination,
though. I think CG, you really just want to try to send it with rushes at this point, because playing it slow, you're not winning these 1v1 trades. You're not winning with these 1v1 fights. You just want to try to send 5, 4 together and just see if you can trade it out, get that bomb down, and just play those post planes, because they have been good. When it's come down to 2v2, 1v2, 1v1 situations, they've been good. But now, being pushed back, it's some good kills here coming on board. And yeah, now it's only a 2v3. The support is there for Reign Above, and now Dig as the last one alive. Nothing but the Glock. It's 12-4 for Reign Above.
And they took the strategy right from Coach Noodle. There's just so many players that felt like lined up, and the rotates were so fast.
I mean, it is kind of a slaughter of a game right now, and I mean, they brought it for a 2v2 when some of their players had Glock. So all I'm saying is that strat kind of cooked.
Yeah, no, and that's the most success have been off these ecos. I mean, we saw Jimmy with the Tech 9 on the second round.
Disc, they're getting a nice entry onto Cobalt. But he goes down. No trade to support.
And Sarah.
Keep that timing of that smoke. That almost looked like he locked in through there. I mean, hell, he might have, but Death Eater locking through the smoke, or locking through the wall, takes down Sway Yu.
How do you keep saying Death Eater?
Does that not say Death? Oh, Death Star. Sorry, maybe I just want to watch some anime.
That Star Wars guy.
Yeah, Star Wars is my favorite anime. But here we are. Say You Will takes down Timmy. And now Jimmy and Death Star are in this 2v3. And they are holding it down. That bomb is ticking away. They are salting this round a little bit. Cercero. I think Cercero's playing a little bit of support, playing a little bit of activity. But now he's going to swing. Death Star takes him down. And yeah, this is going to look a little rough as Death Star gets the head. And now the bomb, it's getting stuck.
No.
He is missing it. It is the team kill. And it's going. It's defusing. It's one. Reign Above win that round 13-4.
What the hell was that? Oh my goodness, the team kill in the smoke. Heads up, Jimmy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Reign Above. Find a way to mind control Death Star into working for him.
Yeah, that is just one of those moments. The phrase "you hate to see it" comes to mind. And we were talking about that in the last game. We said whenever it smokes on a bomb, you and me personally, we're missing 100 times out of 100. And he took that one step further. He didn't just miss; he took down his teammate.
My only question is, in the car right now, is it complete silence? Like, can you hear a pin drop, or is it just people laughing like crazy? Like, you knew it was gonna happen, but the fact you just lost like that.
They knew these guys came into it like, it's like, all right, Reign Above, they're an advanced team. They have been tearing it up. I feel pretty good on that last map. Let's see what happens. They want to piss around. They're like, let's go, guys. Freaking hype slapping your desk, and then the rest of it was just kind of a slaughter. It's like, it is what it is. Have fun.
Wow, that was, I mean, man, That put an exclamation point on it. My hair, as you can see, has like slowly, just from doing this after the
Dude,
team
so many
kill.
times I was like, "Oh my god!" And yeah, no, this tournament has been a lot of fun. Shout out to UBC Esports for putting on this Cascadia Cup. Shout out to Metastack and Blob Productions for sponsoring this event. You know, it's been a lot of fun. But we're three rounds down in this, or actually that's 2 rounds so far in the bracket, in the upper bracket. We got a lot more games to go, but we're gonna be setting it to a quick break, and then we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We're excited to watch another Reign Above game, another nuke game, and we are going to be seeing them go against UBC Elite, the host of this tournament. So we're really excited to watch this out. I don't know how excited I am about watching nuke again. You know, it's one of the hardest maps to spectate because it's layered like a dang piece of lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, we'll make it work, and yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
See, man, I'm like Garfield the way I like nuke. I like my nuke lasagna. The UBC Elite versus Reign Above. We were kind of talking about it on break, but these teams could be favored. We could be looking at the grand finals matchup just a little bit early on here.
It is definitely possible. Both these teams have been very good so far in this series, in this tournament. And now we're going to be seeing Reign Above start off on the T side.
Yeah, and see this fast squeaky play, but it looks like...
Oh, kills actually going back and forth. Say You Will has 2. But there's 2 on the board for UBC. And Feedally and Deserve Lost look to be going outside over to Mini, but the bomb isn't down yet. They look to be repositioning a little bit. And that's going to be kills coming in for UBC. Dinky going to be the last person alive. And does Reign Above have a sub this map?
Yeah, I was going to say, Dinky, I don't think, was in our last game. I'm using the sub here. Hold on, I don't want to look who it was. Dinky, Colin, Cobalt, Say You Will.
Playing in for Sway You.
Sway You, yes.
And yeah, I mean, so far so good. UBC takes it around with 3 people alive. Good start for them.
Give me 1 second here.
And now here we are, looking into this next round of this game. 1-0 is the start for UBC Elite.
Okay, sorry about that, I'm back. Did I miss any of your jokes again?
No, I've never said a joke in my life. And here we are, a little bit of outside presence here from Reign Above. Well, just like they did last game, I believe that's how they like to play on nuke. I mean, that's how everyone should be liking to play on nuke. And Cobalt, I believe he is going to be on top of Mini here. He is going to be looking to make this aggro play. But Dan actually swings out, gets a kill on the Colin, but Cercera with the scout does trade him out.
Yeah, Cercera with the big dime plays last map was the MVP.
You know, everyone there can tear it up. But UBC showing that they are a force as well. However, they might be getting choked out with all this outside presence. And that nade actually dunks down on a Feedally, but Feedally does jump up and take down Cercera.
Wow.
Yeah, just a lot of kills. Now, Cobalt being the last live, that's ugly for their force buy here. And yeah, they're going to be going down, and they're not fully committing. This is what we see. This is what we love to see, non-full commit battles. And they're going to be looking to get the kill. AJN takes down Cobalt, and it's 2-0 for UBC Elite.
Yeah, UBC Elite really showing some promising things here. It's fair to say that this game is very important, as if you win this game, you're on to the semifinals and done until tomorrow.
Yeah, it would be nice to end your night early on a dub. And UBC looking to start off strong into doing so.
And so far, I've really enjoyed the utility that UBC has laid out, and I really like this aggressive play here.
Ooh. But it's the A1S, as we always talk about. He connects on 1, but that's all he gets. And now it's going to be Feedally looking to get the trade, but he misses the 2, dropping down. Colin, Dinky, and Cobalt all making their way down to the B site to get this down. And Dan goes down to Cobalt, who gets a 2-piece with that Tech 9.
This round just got turned on its head, but 2 right back on the side of UBC.
Yeah, Dinky, super sub, looking to make some super plays with that M4. The bomb is down. He is tapping away, trying to make it a little uneasy for this defuse. He gets 1, he gets the other, and it's their first on the board. Reign Above.
Yeah, this is our first time getting a look into Dinky, and I mean, he was not shaken by that moment at all. Coming in as the sub, showing that he can compete with the starters.
Yeah. This is when the little brother finally gets to play basketball with the big brother, and he's just tearing it up right now, just standing in the corner shooting the threes, and he had his moment. And now we are moving along. It's going to be UBC Elite forced onto a save round here.
And they have some MP9s. We've seen crazier happen before, like a team kill through the smoke type of crazy, but Surcera opening things up once again, finding the kill onto Dan. As you said earlier, they've been abusing this outside play.
Yeah, the 5-7 up close. We love to see it. He is going to catch that jump on the death cam, and it gets traded out by Colin. And now the Deagle from Feedly gets a little damage, but they do go down. And now lots of HP from that Molly. AJN and Warren, the last alive, spraying through that. Oh, you might see. You get the kill. You get the round. It's all tied up here.
You know, that last thing you said, the little brother shooting the basketball, he finally gets the ball. Are you a little brother?
Yeah.
For
context, I did not hit the shots.
You did, no, you were no
not.
Dinky.
I was no Dinky. I was the little dweeb in the corner.
And here we go on to round 4. Just a quick little announcement. It looks like the second raffle is going to be happening, so make sure you guys look at the Twitch chat and sign up for it, as I do right now.
Yeah, can I tell these guys to pause the round real quick while I sign up?
Dude, just don't get tripped up whenever it starts playing music, because it does that. So Sarah's going to find Dan once again to open up this outside even more. And Dinky hearing the flank, knowing that there's one CT there.
Yeah, that was good timing for Dinky, as he just plays a little bit of ratty angle next to that vent. And yeah, I mean, it was a double save. They had to get on pistols once again.
It's going to be AJN looking, seeing if he can find any miracle shots with that Deagle. Dinky's not letting him get any more shots onto his teammate. Both these players in secret, looking for exits.
Yeah, this has not been going well for UBC after their economy was just shocked a few rounds ago. Rain above trying to bait a little bit of attention, but the exits are going to be held towards secret. The 5-7s look to chew it up. They get one. And now Feedly just at the top. He's going to look to swing, beat them to it. He gets the first. And the fake flash gets another. Oh, you are spicy, Feedly.
Oh, looks for it. That'd been the bomb. Just had to swing. Right above, showing us that they still have it, even without Swayu, the Swagoo master.
There you go.
So big shout out to Beans, winner of the first raffle. Congratulations on that skin.
It's not.
Yeah, it was not T-Noodle who put his name in as Nudes.
All right, Feedly opening this up. This is what UBC does need, and it is Say You Will. We've talked about as such a big player for Rain Above. And now AJN gets aggro in the lobby, taking down Colin. I really like that UBC is taking the fight to them.
So Sarah getting a kill onto Dan. AJN and Warren both finding trades of their own, as it's going to be UBC. And we have a game on our hands. These teams came to compete.
Yeah, and I just want to take a moment to talk about Feedly for a second, because I feel like every time we spectate this person, Shadow Observer, by the way, every time we spectate Feedly, they're just fragging out. They have been getting impact kill after impact kill, just making this game close. And yeah, it is close. It's as close as it could be through 6 rounds.
Yeah, That's a great observation about the score, but Sarah taking a lot of damage, running through that molly, just trying to get the timing on Fideli. And then, wow, Cobalt able to take Fideli down while Fideli was just spamming through the smoke as Warren trades it right back. Cerzera has this vent control early. AJN just not ready for it.
Yeah, and I feel like every time we say that the other team is starting to look good against Rain Above, they just take us to another round where Rain Above just looks like they have full control of what is going on this map.
Right. We're not Rain Above haters, but man, it would be nice to see this team lose.
we like watching the underdog, and we've seen Rain Above play before, so we are assuming they are the overdog.
We've never seen them lose. It is like watching the Patriots back in like 2015. Like they just kept winning and winning and winning.
Tom Brady, my goat.
You're from California. What? No.
We didn't have a team for the longest time, all right? That San Diego team didn't count. That San Diego team did not count. That San Diego team did not count.
Okay, we're not talking about this. What I will talk about though is a shout out to our sponsors, Metastack. And help me out, T-Noodle.
And Blob Productions for putting together this HUD, these overlays, all these graphics together. You can actually see it down below, Momo. They put that together for us as well. But yeah, I mean, yeah, shout out our sponsors. They've been killing it for us today. They've been making this happen.
Oh, now it pops up. It wasn't popping up. Oh, that does say Blob, actually.
Shout out all the people that helped put this tournament together. We are having a lot of fun, and we do appreciate the invite. Konatoki doing some production and observing for us tonight. Love that guy.
Yeah,
Smooches.
No, big love to Konatoki.
Yeah. And here we are, going into round number 8. We do have a 4-2-3 lead here for Rain Above. UBC Elite, this is your CT side on Nuke. You want to get a few more rounds, quite a few more rounds to really make this look good for yourselves.
Yeah, I do like this timeout for UBC Elite. They know Rain Above, whenever they start getting rounds on the board, they are super dangerous.
And here we go. Round number 8 is on the board after that long little pause here into this game. And we are seeing a little bit of a slow presence here. We're seeing the defaults come in, a bit towards lobby, a bit presence outside. But they're just waiting out this util. They know that UBC has kind of shown themselves as quite a good team so far. And they're starting to play with a little bit more respect there. They're now swinging out, running through the molly. Lots of damage, lots of fire. But somehow it's still only a 4v4, not too many kills going on board. Dinky and Say You Will changes that. And now it's a 3v2. We are seeing Deserve a Lost climb up towards heaven.
Fideli finding another one though.
Yeah, I think it's all going to be on Deserve Lost to really make this happen. That is the one player that is unknown. And they're just hotboxing at the top of heaven here. Say You Will trying to hold down Fideli, but he takes out Deserve Lost first, and Fideli does get that trade. Now in a 1v2, the bomb is planted on the side of heaven, and playing the side, so Sarah does go down, and Fideli has to find this last player.
Cobalt on 4 HP. That Molly is gonna do it, or will it? Picks up a smoke. It's gonna stick it.
Oh my God! It's gonna close. But the nade goes down, and Cobalt wins the round.
That timeout, all for naught, as Rain Above extend their lead to 2. I really thought Warren was going to get a lot more impact with the MP9 in such close range, but just shut out of that round immediately.
Yeah, I mean, Rain Above is just hitting their shots. Might see some aggro play with these pistols outside, but all 4 players actually get stuck on the other side of Mini. But now they're running through the smoke, and they're getting spotted out. It's a bunch of sprays, and actually the kills are going back and forth. But no, the sprays do eventually ring true, and it's only going to be 1 player remaining on the side of UBC. It's AJN.
He's got a 5-7.
And the 5-7 is making work, but no, Cerzera closes out the round. It's 6-3.
Yeah, we saw Sarah clean up around similar to that last game with the 4K spray down that he had. This time it got a little more shaky, but still able to put the hurt on UBC. If you hear any rattling, that is me getting some treats out for these cats. I'm trying to bargain with them. They'll leave me alone. I'll feed them treats.
Shout out the cats. Shout out the treats. They deserve them. Except when they run away from Momo.
Yeah, no, they should run away.
And here we are, Sarah opening it through the smoke on Defeatedly. That's going to be real rough for UBC. That has been your impact player. And Dinky makes an impact through the head of AJN, but Warren gets a trade on a Dinky. It's really bouncing back and forth on this.
Yeah, but right above just so strong, especially whenever they win that opening duel. Dan with the missed off shot finds another one, or finds one rather. Cobalt gonna put him to rest. So I've seen him with the op a few times, but he hasn't been able to get the impact that he wants with that weapon.
I don't know why that was so funny. We see Deserve, like he's getting ready to walk and try to retake, and then he's just like, you know what? Let me go back in this corner and just save for round number 11.
Dan, it's a smart decision, all right? But the lead extends. And I know it's the classic CS2 trope to kind of talk about, but MR12, these games get out of hand so much quicker.
Yeah, that is something that I really dislike about MR12. I feel like you can really give a few rounds, and that's really tough, as Deserve Loss does get found out with that Molly. Yeah, there's really not much give that can happen in MR12. I mean, you're forced to force a lot more, and that allows a string of 3 to 4, 3 to 5 rounds happening very often in CS2, and I feel like it's been since the beginning of CS2 that really has happened.
Yeah, I mean, it makes comebacks in the same sentence. It makes comebacks a little faster, but still. Sarah just opening it up once again outside. I'm convinced they're only playing Nuke because Sarah wants to, because it's been a Sarah playground. But Warren finds Dinky with that 5-7, and Dan also having some action.
Yeah. Oh. Want to see if Warren can get any more kills here. We're looking to make their moves. They do go down, but actually it's going to be Cobalt as the last alive for the side of Rain Above. They're on a 1v2. They do have presence towards the bomb, but they are kind of getting pinched out.
We've seen a Rain Above player win in a similar situation, but that was whenever the bomb was already down.
Oh, that was crazy. And I feel like Cobalt just listened to us as he nods.
Yeah.
As he's listening to the casters, and he walks on top of this roof. And, the timing here is really good for Deserve, and they get the round. It's 4 on the board for UBC.
Yeah, UBC really getting what they deserve there. Playing that round so well, it would have been a shame to lose that round. And if you can manage a 5-7 half, you're in a decent spot. It is Nuke. It does favor CT side quite a bit more, but it's honestly just how you play outside is what determines this map.
Yeah, especially with how the pistol rounds have been going for Rain Above. It's like we keep seeing them lose these pistols. They have been dominant in their games, but their pistols have not been pretty.
You've been pretty too, Noodle.
Yeah, thanks, Pookie. And here we are, seeing the Tech 9, but AJN takes down Dinky. And they're looking to spray. They're getting a little too aggro on this anti-eco. And now it's a 3v3, and the A bomb site should be that for the taking of Rain Above. And that Molly's going to push Feedly back. Thought about chucking the nade, but thought better of it. Thought they could make more of an impact. And just on the corner of this bomb site, they are going to plant the bomb. And that Molly's going to push Feedly back once again.
Feedly just
saying, can they please stop throwing util my way? I would really appreciate that.
He is quite literally locked out of heaven with another Molly hitting it.
That is crazy, but Deserve Loss does take out Say You Will, and that's going to be opening up the take. And now it's only going to be a 1v1. Both players on no HP.
And the smoke on this bomb, and almost a spray.
Where this is planted, it's very awkward in the timing of that flash. The nade's gonna go, but the defuse goes first. It's 5-7 for UBC Elite. Come on, UBC. This is your tournament. This is what you want. This is your Cascadia Cup. I need some chitter in the chat box. We want to see you getting hyped up. We want some barks in the chat for your boys.
Man, G-Noodle, you love when people bark, and I fell victim to that. You do not have to bark in the chat to support UBC. Like, they're putting me out. These are some Rain Above fans coming in here. Meow meow UBC. Well, they're the UBC Tigers.
Oh, okay. All right. So
no, that's not true. That's not true. Don't, I made that up. I made that up.
Okay.
That's not true.
All right. Can we get some ribbits in the chat? We are seeing the plays come in here. We are seeing lots of kills back and forth. And the advantage goes to no one as it's a 3v3 and they look towards the drop to the B site. Say you will. Just on the other side of this single door. It's going to be on him. The bomb is starting to go down. And he does make his presence known, but the bomb does go true. And the post plant is in effect as Cobalt gets 2. Cobalt, don't be a jerk. Deserve loss, wants this win. He deserves the win, but his bullets say no. So Sarah gets the last one. It's going to be 8-5 for Rain Above.
Crazy flick with the dualies there. I cannot use that gun at all. But anytime I see a play like that, I am so impressed. Cobalt, just the trigger finger.
Yeah, no, I have some friends that spam the crap out of that. I don't even know how it's possible. I feel like they have their mouse one, like I feel like it's just bound to their scroll wheel and it's just on infinity scroll. And they're just firing away with that thing. But also I'm old, so yeah.
I got to talk to Flamesy at Dallas, and I asked him about dual Berettas and how he's so fast with them, and his response was, "Lightning fingers, my friend." And I just knew I wasn't worthy to use that weapon anymore.
Well, all right then. All right, that was a lot of information.
Dude, it's a dually information though.
Dude,
I'm never telling you stories again.
Yeah.
I'll tell Kono stories.
Yeah, he probably would have laughed at that, but not me.
That's not a joke.
I'm sorry. I love you.
That is what he said.
I love you, Momo.
Dan, not joking either. 4v4, trying to wrap onto this A bomb site.
Say you will, just tearing it apart though. But actually, it's somehow got to a 1v2 after so many kills. The bomb is still going to be down in the hands of Rain Above. Serve, you're going to want to try to jump down quietly. Are you going to be able to hit that quiet jump?
I believe you will.
No, they will not. And now they know where that is. That is all the attention on one spot. But actually, Dinky is still looking a little bit towards the outside. Deserve lost. Has the first contact, and it was the 1v1. And now it's just going to be last player, Dinky, and he shuts it down.
Sub.
A super sub with another super clutch. It's 9 on the board.
Never tell any stories again. Have I ever told you that?
No, that lightning finger was pretty dope though. I wish I could do that.
You said it was lightning finger. That was a pro's insight on how he does it.
Dude, I know, I get that. I hear you, dude.
No,
I'm acknowledging
you're like 50
you,
years
and I'm
old.
trying to appreciate you, alright?
You're like
I'm
50 years old and you wouldn't understand, Grandpa.
I would not.
Nope.
Alright, Dan opens the round.
Wouldn't do it like Dan does it either.
Dan opening it up onto Sir Sarah. Yeah, this round is just quieting down feedily. I really like this positioning from them. And yeah, this 9 just on the outside of this.
Oh.
They do take out one, but oh my god, it's Say You Will. The guy, the GOAT, taking them all. And now 2v2 though, but the bomb is outside towards A.
Yeah, we haven't got to see Say You Will on the op as much as we would like. But man, he's been cracking off with the M4 as Cobalt finding Dan with his pants down.
And I feel like we need to get a story here on who Dinky is, if they're actually a sub, if they're the coach, who they are. But but they are showing that they are 10-9 right now, being such a solid piece here for Reign Above in this game.
So, tell you a little story about Dinky. It's not true because I don't know him personally, but he did come into this game as a sub, and he did manage to get 10 kills. That's the end of the story.
I appreciate that insight.
It's Cobalt finding his 21st kill, and Reign Above hit 10.
Yeah, Reign Above are looking to run away with this map. I mean, I don't see anything here that would change the decision, that would change the outcome of these next few rounds. We are seeing a bunch of pistols here come on board for UBC. Deserve Lost with a little bit more of a rapid-fire pistol in his hand. And we're going to see what happens here on this 16th round of Nuke.
It must be so cool to be good at a game. Say well, opens it up. Traded though. Deserved Lost, just trying to do his best to keep his team in it. But it's all for naught. As all his comrades go down, and Cobalt takes Deserved Lost down as well.
Yeah, hell of a round from them. 11-5. This is looking very bleak here for UBC. Strong showing so far in this tournament. Strong showing early on in this game. But it is just running away from them.
I think we did the thing again where we were talking about how close of a game we got, and then it just gets blown up.
Well, now we talked about how blown up the game is. Maybe it will start getting back to a little bit tighter. But maybe I just jinxed the jinx of the jinx. And now Deserve Lost does open the round, but Cercera counters. And now AJN with another kill. Making it a little bit spicier.
Feedly finds it.
Dinky from the top. Getting mollied out by 2. Only losing half HP.
Oh, hits the dink though.
That flash, that timing. He is going to be able to tuck away and hide. Say you will on that op. Dinky does take down Dan.
But he got dinked in the process.
Possible, but unlikely. Super unlikely as they do elect to save in CT spawn.
Ooh.
AJN with a nice little one tap on to Say You Will.
Now it's going to be Dinky yelling jinkies as he knows that they're coming. AJN finds him hiding like a little weasel. Maybe you're right. Maybe the jinx of the jinx of the jinx is what UBC needed to get on the board.
But now by talking about it, it might be a jinx of a jinx of a jinx of a jinx. But anyway, here we are on round number 18. Reign Above have the lead 11-6. But UBC with the most recent victory. They are playing well. And let's see what happens as they do look to play a little bit faster with this squeaky, but that molly does stall them out a little bit.
I really do like how Reign Above plays our CT rounds, but right whenever I'm saying that, Dinky once again going to be going down to Warren. Feedly finding Cobalt.
Takes out Cobalt. And now Colin, who
Oh,
has not been
flashed.
having a good game so far, gets flashed, allows a player to be going towards ramp. And AJN taking out Cercera in the process. Colin turning around, gets a gush through the wall, but that's not enough. And Feedly's hungry. Has the bomb, but still taking 1v1s completely isolated.
And that Molly getting some Timmy timing there. AJN finally taking him down.
AJN climbing up to 15-12. We've seen them really come alive in the last few rounds. That's what we expect from players with only 3 letters in their names.
You are a big advocate for short names.
And I have 100% drafted players based on how short their names were in CSC in the past. I will tell you that.
Momo's a pretty short name, and I'm pretty good at the game.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I would have had you high in the draft board in the 8th round. And here we are saying, say you will. Look to find the last. But AJN takes him down.
I want to make it clear at CSC, I went in the 5th round, so It's all right.
Hey, I went in the 5th round when I played too. Shout out.
All right. Well, I probably went higher. I was probably a top 5th round pick while you were a bottom 5th round pick.
Yeah, but I probably finished higher. So how about that?
7-11 here. UBC trying to make a comeback. And this is the first time that we've ever seen really a Reign Above player struggle. As Dan's gonna find Sir Sarah. I'd like to say Dan maybe had a little more impact with the op this game than Say You Will has.
I think you would be right there. But let's not try to wake up the beast here. As Say You Will gets damage done with that USB, taking out Fidali, and gets another kill with the USB. Dan's gonna have to come alive. He gets a Tekken off kills.
No.
And now, just behind this red box, Say You Will says goodbye, and it's 8 on the board. UBC climbing back in this a little bit.
Yeah, he got 3 there, but none with an op, alright? I'm sorry, Say You Will. I apologize. I'm not trying to awaken anything.
Yeah,
this
you have
isn't...
to apologize while you are still familiar with his game.
Yes, dude, I am familiar with your game. I'm just saying, Dan is out-opping you right now, dude.
Oh my
UBC
god.
Dan is showing you how it's done. So I'm just saying, you can do whatever you want with them for, but just come back, watch the demo, and take some notes.
Damn, okay. That is a lot. And Say You Will does have the M4 again this round. Money a little bit tight on his back pocket here. But they are looking to make it work.
Oh, spotted by Dinky.
Yeah, good little bit of util and Desert Lost gets a nice headshot on the Dinky. Cobalt on the other side of the map takes down AJN. But that's still good, but Sir Sarah takes down Warren.
And now you're working with a disadvantage here, and right whenever I say that, Dan finds the kill on Sir Sarah, making it even, and so much time to work here. They're just going to re-loop it back, but Say You Will might have the timing if he elects to go through the door. But no, he's so wary of the vent.
I'm loving this play so far. They're being very cautious. The utility. Say You Will has a full belt, but Cobalt and Colin are on 0. Right here. On the other side of that empty vent, it was Cullen, but he goes down, but a full spray from Say You Will. And now it's just going to be Dan against Cobalt. No utility for this retake. And the bomb is faked. And Dan, I think he's going to go slipping down over towards B.
Yeah, and it's Cobalt who's going to realize this. Yep, realizes it right there. And Dan with the SOP, like I said, has been superior to Say You Will on that weapon.
He needs to cut noise. He knows exactly where he is, but it doesn't matter. Dan gets the kill. It's 9 for UBC.
Did I ever tell you a lie, T-Noodle? Have I ever lied to you?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I have to think about
I
that.
have. But I was not lying whenever I said Dan is putting up a performance with that up.
You absolutely were not lying. As we are seeing the UBC fandom come in the chat, start making their animal noises.
They are woofing. I do really like whenever they said that they're just going to change their name to A and be dominant.
Yeah, Sir Sarah playing close, does go down. It's just a 5-7, and we actually didn't even spot this earlier. It is a little bit of a save here. Money looking very ugly for Reign Above. Say You Will. We saw damage with the USB earlier, but it's not going to be this round.
No, in this economy, just having to be on 5.7s and MP9s. Whenever I say that, Dinky with a 5.7, not a busted weapon at all. Cobalt finds Warren, making it interesting. AJN's not having it.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's going down. He looks to meet you guys. I think the good decision is what they're making.
I think it's a fake here. I think the bomb's gonna go heaven.
Yeah, Dan just throwing a bit of utility, trying to force Cobalt to be over there. I mean,
Really smart.
smart, but also being split up in a 1v2 or 2v1 is a little nervous for a little bit, but they are going to make it work, and Cobalt's going to climb up this vent and probably climb right into the crossfire of Dan and AJN as Dan steals the kill, and it's 10 on the board, both in double digits.
And now, Reign Above might have to take their first time out of the tournament. As you can see, the past 5 rounds have been all UBC.
And there is
Wolves
no
are back.
timeout coming on board. 11-10 is the scoreline of this game. Round number 22. Both teams have had their streaks going. And it's the tale of the CT economy, as it's so hard to stabilize. Say you will, picking up the op this round.
And we want to see him with a little more impact. We've seen him play aggressive with that op, but he's just playing back of garage right now. A really standard position to play. As Dan's honed in on ramp. They've been just trying to take advantage of Dinky the sub, but it's actually been Colin with the rough game, as we mentioned before.
AJN with a nice double opening, and that's Say You Will. Once again, op in his hand does absolutely nothing. But at the top, Colin, it's really scary to jump up the ladder when you don't know where anyone is.
But AJN finds Cobalt. And here comes that Molly. It's getting hot up there as Dan able to find impact with the op, and it's all on the hands of the sub Dinky to keep this game from getting equalized. But man, that's a lot to ask for. There's no way you can go for this.
No, he's going to have to save, and I believe he's going towards garage to try to pick up that op where Say You Will went down. Yeah, I think he's just going to play here. He doesn't want to pick it up yet. He doesn't want to make noise. I think once that bomb starts ticking away, starts getting towards that explosion, we're going to see him make the maneuver. But Dan, very close actually. They're right on the other side of this gate from each other. He did hear him.
Oh,
he does hear the scope. But Dinky, he does not want to pop out. He doesn't want to give any info because the second he does, the second everyone's going to come hunting for him. So
yeah,
he
knows
can just
they're
wait it out.
CT.
Yeah, he can just grab that op and hide.
I think the op maybe went down many.
Oh. Okay then. It's just gonna be saving them for.
Maybe the scope deterred him, but Rain Above immediately taking that time out. And what a comeback it's been. We counted UBC out. But the jinx of the jinx of a jinx showed up late in this game.
There's one more jinx in there.
Of a jinx.
There you go.
Did you sign up for this raffle, T-Noodle?
I did sign up for that raffle. I hope everyone in the chat signed up for that raffle. We do deserve to win the P250 Sand Dune. I believe it is in our cards. That is something I know is true. But who deserves to win this game? I'm not so sure just yet. 11-11. This game is getting as close as it can get. Here we are. 2 more rounds in regulation. You want to fight for it. You want to claw for it. This is your moment to make some magic happen.
So far, this run from UBC has been magical. Rain Above taking their first time out of the tournament. Curious what they drew up here. Mr. Sarah finds Dan, which is a big opening pick to have.
And Say You Will now gets the op after getting a kill with that MP9. And UBC, you don't want to lose a round like this. They started out with 2 MP9s, and AJN taking down Dinky, but it's an instant trade from Colin, who's actually coming alive here. And Say You Will with the op kill, but gets traded by Frida-Lee. And Frida-Lee is the last person alive in a 1v3. Wants to make the magic happen for UBC, as we talked about. But this is a tall task.
Yeah, surely unwinnable. But Frida-Lee, they have the economy. And every kill you get is a weapon that you lose from Rain Above. Almost got the 180, but Cobalt staying strong and many taking him down. Rain Above once again find match point as this is going the distance. Round 24. UBC needs your support, as I would highly recommend taking a timeout to talk this one over. But no, who actually needs that?
You just take a T-Noodle timeout, take a breath of fresh air, and just look to move on and play this time. UBC fans, they need you to bark. They need you to meow. They need everything from you to send this to overtime. 12-11 is the scoreline for Rain Above. This is what we always see when the games are getting so close. Everyone's afraid to make the first move. But as I say that, the CT side, Rain Above, they are progressing quite a bit outside. Sir Sarah looking to play in that cubby over at middle. They are just playing so ratty. Say you will. Sliding down in vent with that op. To play towards secret now. We're now at the 50-second marker. This is just so tense. No one wanting to make the first move. The map control is really good here for Rain Above, though. And they're going to be going out into a funnel of Ace and Cobalt opening it up. Cobalt with 2, but Deserve Loss gets 2 as well. Say You Will says goodbye to Dan, but they need to say goodbye to him, as now it's just a 1v1. Wow. It's Fideli and Cersera as close as it gets. It's 12-11. This round is in sniffing range for both these players. The bomb is going to be planted B, and Cersera is following shortly behind.
Yeah, Cersera knows that he has the time to creep up here.
That's info. That door needs to be open now. And the timing, it's going to be in the hands of Fideli. He's playing around. It's sprinting there for Cersera. He gets the kill, and now it's going to be going to overtime. UBC tie it all up at 12.
Man, we saw Rain Above with a 1v2 from Dinky, and UBC matching it right back up with Fideli making a 1v2 of his life, carrying the momentum into UBC's hands right into overtime. And there's no stopping this. There's no break. We are going right into the action.
UBC has had a strong T-side so far, and they do want to make that continue here into overtime. They just want to keep slamming down this map. Cersera looks to play a little bit ratty. He does find Dan. That's going to be a huge opener. He looks to move around the smoke quite a bit. They're spraying, they're hunting, but they're not able to find him, and Cersera gets another. I think he could be good for a third, but Warren actually eventually trades him out.
Yeah, good spam coming in from Cobalt, just adding to the chaos in that smoke, but it's going to be UBC. I have the sight lower. At a disadvantage, down a player.
Post plane is there, but Say You Will's kill puts this in a 4v2 retake for them. But Dinky awkwardly going down when he's just looking around with no support. And this support flash gonna go Colin and Say You Will with the kills, and that's gonna be 13 for Rain.
Really good retake from Rain Above, and while we do have this quick second, this game has been lights out. I am going to give you a little bit of an update into the lower bracket and what's been happening. It looks like the Ashland Esports defeated the Yellow Dragons and are up against CG Academy right now, 11-5. Also looks like
to look at.
SFU Apollo lost to, trying to see who this is, Everest. 13-9 on Overpass. That game's yet to start, but right now the focus is on this.
Yeah, a little bit more passive approach here coming in from the side of Raid Above. They are in mini. They are in A. Say You Will takes down Deserve Loss, and now we're seeing some movement through mini, but Cersera takes him down. And yeah, once again, this is an ugly start here for UBC. 3 players remaining. Only 30 seconds have gone down in this round.
The bomb, it's so hard working with this number of players without the bomb because you're going to have to go back for it. And you really don't have the people for the spacing. Oh, what a spray from Dinky, but able to clean it up, but traded right back from Warren.
Yeah, that was not
Dan
good
spots
for
the
him.
gun. Oh, misses.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate miss for Dan, and Warren going down right after as we saw his body ragdoll across mini.
UBC Elite really need to find a round. You know them. They're not going to take a timeout. They're just going to go in there. They're going to do it the best they can. Dan is on a Galil, though, with only a smoke grenade to his name. And the chat's barking, wanting to see UBC upset Rain Above.
See you, Will. Trying to blow out that molly. Just hopefully it won't get close enough to him. This Feedly does take some progression outside. Looks to move towards Secret. And the timing of AJN to pop through that smoke and pop the head of Dinky. And they're actually going to be progressing all the way to hell, trying to take an aggro position.
Yeah, UBC Elite's been so good playing with an advantage.
Say you will. We were talking about it earlier. He hasn't had too many flashy rounds, but I feel like each of these last few, he's always been good for one with that op.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's 26 and 20, Cobalt with 29 and 16. And he's just hit 30.
Feedly does get a kill. I mean, and it is a post plan, actually. So this 3v3 hold, it's looking good for UBC so far. But as I say that, AJ and Feedly are the last remaining. The smoke does go on that bomb. And there are going to be some fights. And there are going to be some running. And yeah, AJN takes it back. They're getting a little closer, but still, it's going to be a 2-to-1 for Rain Above.
I do want to give a shout out there. Feedly got dropped down to like 3 HP so early on in that vent position and was able just to run around like a chicken with his head cut off long enough that it kind of worked as a diversion. You couldn't advance onto the site because you were so worried about that flank coming in from him. So really just doing the most on such low HP, helping his team find a round against Rain Above as a tech pause does come in here and the momentum is stopped.
I'm gonna bring up something that might be an unfortunate prediction going on here, but I think Rain Above did have a much stronger T side than they did on their CT, clearly, as we are in overtime because of that. And I think that might have been a part played, that they did have a sub. When you're playing on T, you can just support, you can just trade, but when you're on CT and everything is built on micro rotations, having a player you're not used to playing with messes up the timing quite a bit. So CT side is a little bit harder. So Rain Above might be able to, I think it's possible they run away with this OT here.
You say that, but the sub isn't really the anchor of this Rain Above team. It's been Colin.
No, he is not. I'm just saying it's messing up the whole timing of the whole
understand.
Team. Yeah.
I'm just trying to throw you for a loop here, showing that UBC still does have a chance, and they're still very much alive in this game.
Anything is possible. AJN just jiggling with the PC utility, trying to hold off what's a potential A main hit, and that molly does come at just the right time. That's gonna be Colin coming through that molly, and the push is going. Warren with 2 pieces, Warren with 3. Nady gets a vet, Sarah gets 2, but Feedly trades back, and now it's only gonna be Sarah as the last alive in this 1v3. And where is the bomb? It's still on A site, and you are going towards ramp.
Yeah, I mean, you have so much time to work with. You got to do something, because if you go out of hut, it is a death wish. But surely, yeah, it looks like Deserve already aware that the heaven play could be imminent. Sarah still has a few options. Could go up heaven, could loop out to many. As that time ticks, the choices become more narrow. Just trying to find anything. But not giving an inch. 28 seconds left. Finally making the decision. It looks like he's going to go for this mini play.
Could be a fun timing. He might be able to make a move here. We have one player on top of hut. That's going to be info. He shoots first on him. Low player on the other side of vent. Gonna get the second. And now sneaking out. Feedly gets the trade. It's all tied up at 14.
Yeah, I mean, we see how aware these Rain Above players are. The aim training on top of the hut, and then as soon as getting the kill on CT vent, whipping the site because you know someone's going to peek to trade. But luckily, Feedly able to stay strong and win that gunfight.
Yeah, it was getting a little bit dicey there. Thank goodness for Feedly making the decision to swing out to get that trade while the back was turned. But now Saywell boosting up. This could catch him off guard, but Dan is ready. Dan has been lighting it up with that off.
Feedly finds it, but not sure if he heard the mini player.
Oh, he
did not.
Cobalt. Cobalt has been tearing it up, jumping on top of Mini almost every single T round. He starts it off with the 2-kill here, and he's hungry. He's looking for this heavy player, this Heaven player as well.
Yeah, they're so aware that someone's up in heaven. And Colin just getting smacked by Deserve Lost.
Yeah, Deserve Lost.
Dinky, as soon as he looks up the ladder, Deserve Lost says, nope, I'm down here.
And now Cobalt in a 1v2. He knows where one player is. He's just not sure where the second support is going to be at. And Warren, I know he wants to collect with his teammate. He doesn't want to give these 1v1s. But actually, as Warren's looking to climb down, Warren climbs above on the scoreboard. UBC Elite take the lead 15-14.
UBC Elite really showing a lot here as they are on map point. Right above, this is the furthest we've seen anyone take them. What do you have in store with for us? You know they've been so good. The Tech 9 on Say You Will, and not the best of utility. Gonna have to work some of that magic that we've seen before.
Yeah, we're looking and seeing 3 of them collect over towards ramp, make that 4. Dan's gonna have to be big with this off. He spots 1. Only a little bit of damage. That molly might be enough to take him down, but no, he's actually gonna have to finish him off with the off. The clock gets another kill. And now it's going to be Cobalt taking down Dan, but still a 4v3 advantage. Make it a 4v2, make it a 4v1, and now Sarah in this 1v4. UBC might just be able to do it. He takes 1. And come on, guys, you have the bomb down. You just need to collect. You just need to hold it down for 1 minute. 10 more seconds. This is your moment to advance and close the night out.
The hometown heroes. They've hosted this event. We counted them out early. They fought back, and they are about to close out against the tournament's favorite, Reign Above, and make way for the semifinals tomorrow. They just have to kill Sarah. Sarah getting a little bit of audio cue.
That's information. That's big information. Warren does take him down, and they do take the game like classic CSGO. 16-14 is the win. UBC Elite, you be seeing them tomorrow.
That was a good one. You know, that's the first time I'll say that was a good one. That was an even greater matchup, as I am sure my hair is more messed up than ever, because that game was stressful. We take a look here at the UBC side of things. AJN 26-20, Deserve Lost 27-22, Dan 21-25, Vitally 22-21. That is a lot of players with a lot of kills.
Dude, what is crazy to me, we talked about Feedly earlier, and we we talked about Dan. I feel like Dan had so much impact. I did not expect to see them on 4th on the kill leaderboard here. I mean, everyone was just playing lights out. We saw them get kills when they needed to. I know we saw AJN get a couple of multi-pieces. We saw Deserve Lost get a couple of multi-pieces. We saw Warren. I mean, last kill around, we saw him hold And here we are jumping into another game in the upper bracket. We have a competitive match between Phantom Sense and Gaucho Gaming Gold from UC Santa Barbara. Gaucho Gaming did take the win on the first round of Mirage. And yeah, here we are. Big game here. Hopefully it's just as exciting as the last one on Nuke.
Yeah, we've seen Gaucho. And Fuzzy was the carry with Rhino. Rhino's already at 4.
Yeah, this team looked very good on their first game, and I know it's just an open bracket. You are playing against some really crazy teams and some not great teams, but Fuzzy opening it up with a 2-piece. This is where the gauntlet really rings true. This is where all the good teams, all the marbles are being played with. And that's so much damage being done over the course of such a long time. And now Gosh is the last player alive for Phantom Sense.
Yeah, Gaucho. Really nice hold.
We are very close. Does go down to Sir Knight. It's going to be a 2-0 lead for Gaucho Gaming. And a little bit of World Series update. We do have the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth with 1 out for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, every Canadian fan, I understand if you need to have both streams up, but you don't have to leave this stream because we will be giving you updates as this game continues.
We will be providing all of the updates. And Phantom Sense looks like they look to update their scoreboard to have 1 on the round. And Lupos does go down to the Tech 9s, and that's going to be a good play to potentially get the bomb onto A. Fuzzy with a good spray there. 4v4, lots of bullets being sprayed with that M4.
No,
Through. Lucas gets a kill onto Rhino. He's looking for
Lucas.
He's hungry. He gets Fuzzy. And now it's only going to be Armada and Sir Knight as the last 2 players remaining for Gaucho Gaming. And Lucas swings again with the tech. And he thinks with Cloud he gets the kill, and Armada does get Lucas. And now, just in a 1v3 Armada, not really sure what they're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, he has a chance just to walk away with an M4. But he still wants to have a look at this one. And popping heads. Picks up the Tech 9.
And yeah,
so little ammo.
All these kills, all that damage. And it's going to be the round for Phantom Sense.
Gaucho might have a Rhino on their team. But Phantom Sense has a hungry Hippo and Lucas with a Tech 9. Such a big round to win.
And here we are going into round number 4. Gaucho do have the lead. But a big round here coming in from Phantom Sense so far. But as I say that, Prism does take a dink. And it does take a nade from Rhino Staris.
What a throw. He's still grabbing a lot of space in mid here. See, he's working with that player advantage. Due from the Rhino grenade.
Lucas creeping up connector here. Yeah, this round is all quieting down. Smoke is going to come out. And yeah, it's going to be a nice kill onto Sandwich. Cloudy does take out Fuzzy. And that's a good flash coming on board there. Lucas looking for this guy in jungle. Now it's a 4v3. Make it a 3v2. As there's a bunch of kills going back and forth. Last player alive is going to be in market. And it's going to be Armada once again. This is going to be tough for them.
Yeah, Armada. Kind of see what he can pull out. Looking at the fireworks show above him.
Oh my god, Momo, someone just got tagged at home, dude.
I don't... They're looking at the review right now. Did the catcher's foot leave the plate? Oh my goodness, that might be the World Series. It looks like his foot lifts right before he catches the ball. The call at the plate. His foot's off the plate, but it's back on.
They're calling it an out, though. Base is loaded, 2 outs.
The plate was an out. They're taking a look at it. It looks like. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh. I wonder if we're going to see a technical pause come in from either of these teams to watch the ending of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a pause. Timeout used from Phantom Sense. As it's bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Whoever's about to go to the plate, this is what you dream of as a kid if you're a baseball fan. We have Counter-Strike to play. We have Counter-Strike to watch. But it looks like you have Ernie Clement coming up to the plate, 3 for 4. on the day with 2 singles and a home run. And in a situation like this, another timeout's going to be taken with such a big at bat. The situation here, this is such a rare time.
I'm so ahead of
And
you.
he puts one in the air.
I'm so ahead of you.
And it's going back. And it's back. And almost an error, but the Dodgers make the play on the warning track. This is going to extra innings.
I'm so ahead of you, bro. That was so hard to keep in, bro.
Was it? I am watching the legal stream right now.
We're watching perfectly legal streams. As I was 35 seconds ahead of you. And yeah, 2-2. We're going into round number 5. We know this pause did come in just to watch the World Series as we are right now as well. And they took another pause. What are you guys doing? The inning ended.
Just a little sigh, maybe some heartbreak. As man, the chance to win it all, the chance to be the hero. But LA stay alive as both of these teams are tied. They're wasting their timeouts though. If they want to watch more of this game, they're going to have to AFK in Palace or something.
They're going to do the good old double forfeit.
I mean, you have to imagine if you are a genuine fan of either one of these teams. I cried when my Bengals lost the Super Bowl. I can only imagine what their hearts are feeling right now.
Yeah, here we are going into round number 5. I need one of these teams to really come alive, really see if they can run away with this game. As I did start to look at these players, I think I am familiar with some of them on Phantom Sense. And I believe we might be having a little slugfest come into this game.
Love slugfest. But right now, the weaponry on Gaucho is not the greatest. So they might get ran over as all these players start rotating to A, but Bomb just makes its way onto Catwalk. Kind of looks like Gaucho, they don't know where they want to send their players because they know that Sniper Nest has been infiltrated by Lucas.
Yeah, and it's just going to be kills going on the board, just trades back and forth. And now a 4v2 advantage here from Phantom Sense. Armada and Sir Knight are the only players remaining. They do get full flash, and the swing is going to be coming at a bad timing as Armada does fall back. No support, and Prism takes him down.
And Phantom Sid's finding their third. Are you familiar with the term Phantom Sense, T-Noodle?
Isn't that like where you're missing a limb and then you still feel it?
I know in VR chat, it's like,
okay, all right.
Like you can feel. So like someone hits you in VR.
All right. That explains the costume, but here we are. 3-2 is the lead. It's a 3v3 on this round. Make it a 3v2 as the CT side is holding it down. Gaucho's looking to come alive, showing what California is made of in this tournament.
This 3v2. It's definitely rough without the bomb going down and you are surrounded. This nade might not find anything. As I mentioned it before it exploded. And we always seem to have that effect.
Oh.
But that nade doing a chunk of damage, 25 HP off the health of Gosha. And
Molly.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, now it's just going to be Cloudy as the last man alive for Phantom Sense. And he's going to be waiting this time out, which I really don't get. Like, if they're trying to get out of here and watch the World Series, I don't know why they're playing these slow rushes here.
Look, they're trying to watch the World Series, but more importantly, they're trying to advance to the semifinals. They made a commitment, and I do respect them for showing up today and providing such a close game so far. Like you said, Gaucho making all of California proud in that round.
Yes, they
also,
are.
what did you mean whenever you said that explains the costume?
Yeah, so 3-3 is the start of round number 7. We are seeing a little bit of mid control here coming from Phantom Sense. They have been playing really mid heavy a lot this game. That nade might do absolutely nothing.
I thought since Fuzzy was throwing it, Fuzzy's been so lights out every time we watch Gaucho that surely it had eyes for something, but absolutely not.
Yeah, he's going to need a new protractor to help with his lineups there.
Me and Fuzzy were never good at geometry. Classmates growing up. Separated by the war.
And here we are seeing the bomb progress through apps with the support of Gosha. Looks to be making a move towards B, and it looks like we might be seeing a B split. And this is a great opportunity because there's a little bit of cat presence, but otherwise mid is completely open. Armada's gonna have to hold it down completely. It's good for one, but that's not gonna be good enough as Sir Knight just alone in the back line, getting sprayed through the smoke and sprayed from the heavens, goes down, and there goes Fuzzy as well. It should be a 4th on the board for Phantom Sense.
Yeah, it's just going to be Lupus taking a look at absolutely nothing because he wants out of this situation with the M4. And I'm sure Phantom Sense is completely fine with a round where they can just sit back, watch the bomb tick, and watch this game as Mookie Betts takes first base. Base on balls. And speaking of cat splits, I want to say the UBC Discord that we are in streaming this in right now, the channel above, have the screen split into 2. Their own event and the World Series just shows how big of a day this is.
Yeah, can we talk about how we have to be fully committed here to this, and they could be split screening up there?
We already told them that we were going to be watching while we cast.
That is also valid.
And we got hit with a "that's crazy," understandable.
But yeah, this game is also getting crazy. And speaking of Mookie Betts, my puppy actually does happen to be named Mookie as well. But it was not named after the baseball player. I just combined the words muffin and cookie together, and it just was a coincidence.
Muffin and cookie? That has to be animal abuse. As Phantom Sense looked to go for an A execute, Cloudy just throwing some nades middle. But actually, this top mid control is going to be more from Gaucho, taking the push, not seeing absolutely nothing. So they're going to have a good idea that if it's not B and it's not mid, it's got to be A.
Yeah, Lupus gets that molly down as he goes. And that might be a little bit to stall and allow some help on the rotate, but Prism takes down Rhinosaurus. And then nade's going to blow, and Fuzzy is going to be found. But still, he remains alive. 2 of his teammates remain alive. They need to make a 3v4 retake happen. But as I say that, Prism getting super accurate with no HP gets the kill. Traded out, but that's huge for being only a 9 HP player. And I think we might see a repeat effect of that as there's 2 players from the T side ready to go with 3, 2, 1 peek, and they do take Armada.
Well, saw the leg, saw the player crossing Palace if he was paying a lot of attention. But he's paying attention right now to the time that he has and the disadvantage he's at. There is no chance, and Gaucho once again have to save their weapons. Phantom Sense take 5 as runners for LA move to scoring position with a base hit up the middle. And this is like such a rare luxury as a Counter-Strike caster to be calling a Counter-Strike tournament while illegally watching the World Series and getting the cast on
legally watching a Counter.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You're watching it legally.
Yes.
On YouTube
and here we
TV.
are. 5-3 game. Phantom Sense is in command of this game over UC Santa Barbara here on Mirage. Yeah, Fuzzy, you were definitely a player to take notice of earlier. They're going to need you more throughout the rest of this game. And Prism has absolutely been tearing it up, taking down Fuzzy.
Yeah, I mean, the past few rounds, it's just been Phantom Sense finding these opening frags as Rhinosaurus getting their health chunked down as well.
And it's just really tough here. Gaucho Gaming, 3 players alive. Bomb going down. He might be able to pop out, but planted on the wrong side. The timing is for him, though. Gets 1, and that's going to be all she wrote. It's going to be a 4v2 lead here. And make it 4v1.
Sir Knight with a good flank. Gonna try to get the AK out of this round.
He's going to run. He's going to try to go away. But on the other side,
to go through Cloudy.
Cloudy. Well, he might have a read on this, though. He doesn't need to get too far away from the bomb. Should be further. But doesn't need to get too far. But Cloudy is moving. He's progressing. The timing could be good. And he takes down Sir Knight just in time. Good night.
Really good kill from Cloudy. What do you think of this game so far?
I think it's Counter-Strike. And Rhino Stars looks to take mid with the op. It's been good so far. It's been kind of a surprise. Not too familiar with Phantom Sense. I do know that they play in advanced. Not familiar with where Gaucho plays. I know they're a strong team. But Phantom Sense definitely showing that they have been stronger this game so far.
Yeah, and it's really funny. Just them using all their timeouts to watch an inning of baseball. Not even an inning, but an at-bat. But I do like this play from Phantom Sense. Getting the opening kill and slowing it way down. Players still split up, looking to regroup towards the A-bomb site. It's going to be up to Fuzzy. It's going to be up to Lupus to hold it down. And execute's just about to pop as smokes will be flying in.
Yeah, the exec is coming through for Phantom Sense onto the A-bomb site. They are on a 5v4 advantage. Lupus tucking away under balcony. Good for 1 with the support of Fuzzy. And now, coming through, it's still a 3v3. The mollies are just drowning out the A-bomb site. Gosha with this lurk takes down the connector, and Cloudy takes out Sir Knight. And it's going to be Shiraz closing out that round.
Yeah, whenever you're able to pinch the bomb site like that and have the supporting player just spray down the connecting rotators from Cat, it makes it really hard to hold the A-bomb site. Not sure if Gaucho is going to have an answer for that. We saw them. They were really, really well played.
This baseball game has been so close. We're at 2 outs, bases loaded. Another tag out at home. Some aggressive plays here coming in from Phantom Sense, though. Trying to get the Gaucho Gaming on their heels a little bit. Armada, with no vision, takes down Shiraz.
Yeah, much needed opening pick here for Gaucho. You got to try to equalize this half as Fuzzy's heard. He gets the dink and just not able to find the kill. Gets Prism down to 19 HP.
Prism had the support, but as we say that, we're seeing big progression here come from the CT side to push top mid. But the movement here from the Ts, they are moving towards A way faster than the CTs can react. And Lupus is going to be the only one here to support the A hold.
Yeah, for this setup for the CTs, it's like you're pinching them in apartments, but...
And he's holding Palace when the Palace guy's already out.
And his toe has been spotted.
Love when they spot the toes. And now it's just going to be one player in CT spawn. Cloudy does burn out Lupus. And now Sir Knight is going to have to be big, but he's blinded. See it 3. And Prism gets 2.
Armada just trying to see what he can find here. Bringing it down to a 1v3, but his position is known. Just trying to spray through the ticket, but that won't help. And he has a one-way ticket to out of this round.
Yeah, he's going to be trying to save for the final round of the half, but as I say that, it's going to be 8 on the board. Phantom Sense taking a commanding lead of this game, and here we are going into the final round of this half.
As we go into the final round of this half, it looks like the Blue Jays able to work out of that bases loaded situation with a tag out at first. So it's going to go to the bottom. Actually, it's going to go to a replay review. It looks like the tag out was clean. From everything I could see.
Dude, speaking
right
of
now,
clean, there's a commercial right now with a burger, and that is making me absolutely hungry.
Well, then you're probably ahead of me, so that means it was probably out. Yep.
Spoilers ahead.
As Fuzzy and Armada finding 2. Gaucho needing to find a way to get back into this game as our CT side has been collapsed. And Lucas fighting Armada. You cannot let Phantom Sense wiggle back into this round. Whenever you give them duels like that, you're just asking for it. As I see the burger now.
Right, you are. Bomb is in T-spawn. We do have one player on Tetris. And a little bit of counter here with Lupus sitting on the top. Palace. Lucas and Fuzzy's timing here could get a little bit funny here on the backside of Apps. Cloudy gets a nice opening pick on the Rhinoceros, but Fuzzy is through the back of Lucas. And Lupus, now here, being ratty. He has the timing, he has the info, and Shiraz gets on Sir Knight.
No,
you do not want to do that. And oh no, Lupus, you let your teammate die, and then you don't get the trade, you don't get the hope, you don't get the round. That's 9 for Phantom Sense.
Shiraz with the crazy no-scope. Absolutely insane half from Phantom Sense, 9-3. Now Gaucho goes the T side. With not much hope in this game, especially whenever you're letting your teammates die and you can't even kill the player that you're baiting them out for.
Yeah, that is crazy. You want to have trigger discipline in that situation, but you can't be to the point where you're putting your teammates in the crosshairs. Like that was just really bad, and that means that communications have not been down. They were not knowing where everyone was at that moment of that map. Now Luke is very close with the dualies. And oh my gosh, these bullets are just ringing true for Phantom Sense as they do bite back at Sir Knight.
And this round already almost at a loss for Gaucho. Trying to quickly rotate to B. But right whenever I say that, they put the brakes on this. Start walking towards mid.
Yeah. Do you see? Oh my goodness, Prism.
Goodness.
Takes down Armada. I'm still trying to figure out the same Prism that used to play in CSC. But it doesn't matter because he is here playing in the UBCEA tournament.
And this is heard from Cloudy. Absolutely ready.
Oh, and
who's not ready?
He's running.
Wow.
We thought it was going to be Cloudy with the kill, but Prism, as the player's fading away, gets just enough, and it's 10-3.
And I mean, you look at the side of Phantom Sense, it hasn't been really a star player that's broken this game wide open. Sure, Cloudy, only 3 deaths to his name. But if you look at the kills, it kind of seems like everyone's putting in their fair share. As Lucas finding another pick onto Rhino.
Oh my gosh.
I'm certain. I know these are just eco frags, but still, they're just
It doesn't
dominating.
matter. It doesn't matter if they're eco frags. They are just waxing these players just so fast. They're not even be able to get any bullets off onto them. Lucas has barely been hit. Shiraz even less.
Yeah, and I mean, you saw that underpass play. They're all just moving in unison so well. And you can really see why this team competes in the advanced level like they do.
Yeah. Shiraz takes out the last player. Phantom Sense, UBC, Rain. Those are, I think, they are in a class of their own so far in this tournament.
Dude, I don't know why. Whenever you said rain, it just threw me off so much.
Oh, so Rain Above is a team that plays in. No.
Yeah, but I thought
Just
like
kidding.
FaZe Rain, and I was like, what?
Oh
Or
yeah.
I guess 100 Thieves.
100 Thieves legend FaZe Rain. Wait, oh yeah.
100 FaZe Rain.
We're
just
gonna take
rolls
a
off
pause
the
on that
tongue.
real quick, but Gosha, it's a
Yeah,
nice little
no, I
pick
don't
on the
think
Rhino.
Phantom Sense heard the memo on the pause as they keep putting the pressure. Poor Rhinosaurus.
Oh, Cloudy, what are you doing? You only got a smoke left. He looks to play a little bit rowdy with it once he sees. But yeah,
Cloudy
they're just gonna be
playing
jumping
rowdy.
out. Cloudy with a good pick. And actually, that's gonna be setting them up because now there's 2 players still on B site.
Missed the
And
window
this is
jump,
gonna
Sir
be tough.
Knight. There he goes.
And yeah, Lucas, and now just a little bit of love here. It's only Fuzz and Sir Knight remaining on the Gaucho squad. Make it just Fuzzy and make it no one because it's 12-3 for Phantom Sense.
Came on match point. They said we can't pause, call timeout, and watch the end of this game. We're just gonna have to end this game early.
I appreciate the love that they're showing for this game. 12-3 is the lead. Round number 16. Will this be the last round that we play tonight? We shall find out. Here we go. Lucas opening it up. And that looked like a very close to a potential double kill already in this start of this round.
Shadow spotted. Sir Knight making the space towards mid.
Oh, that nade gonna go just too far.
Very too far.
And Shiraz taking down Fuzzy. And poor Fuzzy not having a great game here, sitting at 8-13.
No, I mean, it just shows different levels of Counter-Strike. I mean, it was different maps as well, was it not?
No, it was the same map, buddy.
No, it was. I couldn't remember if it was the Inferno map. There's been a lot of Counter-Strike, but that's all about to come to a close as Cloudy gets the aggression going, but Sir Knight trying to pull his team back in. It's the same with Lupus.
But now,
Gosha.
Sir Knight gonna be the last line of defense to hold it down. He gets an opener onto Lucas. And now it's a
Needs a
1v2. The
He only has
bomb
40
is...
seconds. Why is he pathing up there?
Yeah, he just wanted to do a little bit of parkour. Maybe he could pick up the defuse kit, but he remembered he's on the T side.
Trying to think if he came into the round with the smoke or if he picked it up, because that's the only way I could think. Jumping up there, and he's gonna have to smoke stairs off if he wants a more clean entrance into the site. 20 seconds,
Yeah, he's
and
not
you
giving
need to make
himself
your
enough
move
time.
now.
He's jiggling. He made the step. He gave the info now.
He's gonna have to smoke for plant. 14 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to see a swing very soon, and that's going to be the double. And Gosha closes it out. 13-3. Phantom Sense are also going to the semifinal.
I'm sure Phantom Sense really happy to get that game in the bag. Happy for the win and happy that they can watch baseball. Happy that they're in the semifinals. As you take a look, I mean, look at the deaths. Like we said before, Cloudy 15-5.
Yeah, that was just a... they just obliterated that game. I was not expecting that. The first time we saw Gaucho, I thought they were going to be one of the teams to beat going on here. But Phantom Sense, they really just came in here and they showed us that there are levels to this. And they just showed out.
No, they absolutely did. It was really well played by both teams, though. We saw Gaucho put up a performance similar to this on Mirage earlier, but now it was their turn. As Fuzzy just not able to pop off like we saw in previous games. But they're not out. They're not out of this tournament yet. As before we go, we're going to give you a quick glimpse into what the lower bracket is looking like. Looks like Rain Above is currently up against Everest. And that's actually just about to start on Train. Unfortunately, I don't believe we'll be able to get a look at it. But you have to imagine Rain Above. They're putting Sway You back into this map, it looks like. And right after that loss, Gaucho is going to have to take on Ashland Esports for a chance to make their run at semifinals. So those games look very fun. And yeah, we'll have an update on how that goes, obviously, in the morning. But for sure in the semifinals, Phantom Sense.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm so excited to see what happens between Phantom Sense and UBC. UBC definitely showed out. I thought Rain Above was just going to take it. I thought they were going to go. But I mean, I guess it's the tale of best of ones. But I mean, who knows? UBC might surprise us this season. We know Rain Above, they play in advance. We know Phantom Sense, they play in advance. UBC, they just play in the collegiate division. So they're really the greater unknown. We'll see what happens when one of them go into the BO3 format. But anyway.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
No, my bad. Look, we can close out in a second. I do just want to say, game of the match or game of the night, Rain Above versus UBC. But man, a lot of fun day one and a lot of action. We got to watch a lot of Counter-Strike, more Counter-Strike than we're used to. But man, it was exciting. So just once again, big thanks to everyone. Big thanks for Kono for sticking with us and producing all this, and big thanks to UBC for letting us come on here and do this.
Yeah, a lot of fun. So yeah, we're gonna be live again here tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm T Noodle, and I was joined by Momo tonight. I'm also joined with Kono doing the great producing and observing for us. Shout out to our sponsors, Metastack and Bob Productions, for sponsoring